Tonight, we bring you this week's flight sim news, we check out Red Wing Simulations LZ129 Hindenburg, Navigraph release annotations, and FS Addon Compare, a new website to keep an eye on some prices. Hello. Everybody, happy Wednesday, the middle of the week. You're very welcome to the hump day. The Jesus, is it the weekend yet? Welcome to the news. Hope you're all keeping very well indeed. And tonight, yes, we have some news. On Taoiseach, Leo Varadkar has decided to step down as the political head of the country. He said to himself, enough is enough. And he's achieved many things. We won't get into it, but let's just say, let's see what's going to happen next. It's huge news in Ireland. Jesus, we said. At the same time, Jesus, we said. Do you know? But anyway, less of that, more about flight simulation and what's happening in our beloved world of everything to do with aviation that's simulated indeed. Well, tonight we're going to bring you up to date with all the news over the last week or so. And of course, we had FS Weekend just past us and some juicy bits of information coming from there. We also give you a look at this thing here, a blimp, he said. It's from Red Wing Simulations and it's the Hindenburg. Oh, the humanities! An unfortunate end to what was the Titanic of the skies. We're going to check it out. It's an unusual add-on, so we'll delve into it. We're also going to be checking out the new update from Navigraph. It's for their charts app, and it's called Annotations, and it's absolutely just handy, pure handy, and I'll show you how it works. And then we're going to check out two websites. One of them,
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Jesus, FS Addon Compare, which I think you're really going to like. And then there's the unofficial Microsoft Flight Sim Marketplace. It's a way to see what's kind of on the marketplace without going into the marketplace. Do you know what I mean? So I thought it was handy. We'll have a look at it because, well, I use it and I find it handy. Do you know? So how's everyone doing? It's a short week work-wise at a bank holiday on Monday, you know. And today's Wednesday, of course. And tomorrow, well, you know what day of the week it is. Well, you know how days work, right? It starts on a Monday, ends on a Sunday. But I've been busy. It's been a busy week in work, do you know? So, what else? This week, of course, saw our IF4 ATC series complete lesson number 2. And plenty of chatter over in our Discord. There was an absolute ton of activity on Monday night with a lot of pilots, for the first time, some of them, doing the very first flight with ATC, where we saw them depart from Shannon under air traffic control. They had delivery, ground and tower, and then they rambled over to Unicom for a quick flight down to Cork. It was absolutely amazing. And again, a massive congratulations to all and a massive thanks to the lads for all the help. And then on this Friday, well, the Flight Sim Association, the guys who run FS Expo, well, they're going to announce the first round of exhibitors who are going to be at the Expo in Las Vegas a little bit later on this year in June. And I'll be joining some... Well, I'm going to have to dress up very nice and speak very posh because, do you know what I mean? I'm pretty much with Flight Sim royalty, and but they're going to allow this agent in. What? Right. So QA Pilot will be there, XP72 will be there, Captain Canada, if he gets better, he wasn't well, Blue Games is there, Sim Hanger, there's lots and lots. So I'll be joining the lads on Friday evening along with FS Elite as we take a look to see who shall be exhibiting. So it's all go. Do you know? It's all go this week. So how's everyone doing? You're very welcome in. Any crack? Have you any news? Is that happening in your part of the world? Do you know what I mean? Bit of tunage here now. Up the yard, Betsy. Asher, now we're talking. So yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what's happening this week. So who's here in the chat? We'll ramble in and say hello to some peoples, because you're very good for joining me. Who do we have? Why did it turn? I don't know why I turned it up. Stop calling it a blimp. Sorry, Nightsep. Nightsep, yeah, no, you're right. What would you call it? An airship. That'd be more, you know, technically correct. An airship. Yeah. 100%. Super Typhon turns 25 tomorrow. Be the hokey. You're very welcome in. Tarnish Mossman is here. Happy hump day. Cyberman Drew. I turned 40 this year. Oh, Jesus. It's good to see you, man. Fierce Wolf is in the house looking fierce and wolfy. Texas One Flyboy. I turn old next year. Right? Viper Strike is in the house. He did a flight across Texas. Dallas Love. Houston Hobby. And then over to San Antonio. Beautiful flights, man. Nightsep, of course, is here. Very good to see you and happy Wednesday. Zythy is in the house. Airlock Doc rambles in. He says, good evening, all you hump day peoples. All the news that is fit for Murph to easily read, with all the hard words removed. Pretty much. I have to edit the news. What's that word? Can't pronounce it. Next. Or I'll just invent another word. Google, how do you... Oh, careful how you say the computer will react. You know, the science. Remember all the videos Gibbo did on the... Well, I can't say it because your device is... Alexa! Alright, Alexa! Do the thing! Right, seemingly you're not supposed to say it, otherwise your equipment starts going all bananas. Brilliant! Mine is called a different name though. I went very Star Trek on mine. Do you know what I mean? But yes, now, where was I? I was over here. Airlock, you're very welcome in. Tarnish Mossman, rather, his cousin. Good to see you. Black Ice Gabe is in the house. I turn stomachs. Welcome in, Gabe. Vacuum is in the house. Toto, welcome aboard. Jan Race is here. Drummer, alrighty then. Great to see you, man. Let me see. Onboard Simulations. Happy Wednesday. Soaring AJ. AJH, man, you're looking well. Black Ice Gabe has subscribed at a tier 3, you mad lad, for 32 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. Insane support. The last couple of days has been absolutely nuts. Mad, absolutely mad. But thank you also very much indeed. Assidious, it's good to see you. Stick Figure, you're welcome in. Canoe Head 2. You're very welcome aboard, man. Filthy is in the chat. Welcome aboard. Old Veteran 965. He says, happy hump day, y'all. I hope to get to learn some stuff. Watch out for buttons. Many buttons. They all work. I'll break this. You know. Has a mind of its own, this airship. Not blimp. Nice stuff. I'm learning. Do you know? But yes, Spitfire RAF 100. You're very welcome aboard, my guy. Robbie 613 Studio. Good evening, Robbie. Hope you're well, man. Let's all have a cocktail in Vegas, says Drummer. Oh, God. Be Janie then. You better be sure of it. Akula is in the house. Welcome in. Now, let me see. Echo Charlie. Happy Wednesday, man. I hope you're keeping well. The Bull Bandit is here. Good evening. Hope all is well. Sun Jammer, welcome aboard. Hope all is doing wonderfully brilliant with you. Hemmingbird rambles in. She says, someone offered to sell me a 55-inch telly for £20 today, but the volume was stuck on full. I thought, well, I can't turn that down. Yeah. Happy hump day. I don't know, does Hemmingbird write these herself, or does she, you know, scour the planet every Tuesday, Thursday, and the odd Saturday and Sunday, and then writes a list? They're very good. Or maybe they just come naturally to her. I don't know.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Baby. Yeah.
Jesus, there's things happening. Vince, it's good to see you. I hope all is well. Goblin Zeus, good evening. Eagle Airways. Aaron, top of the evening to you, man. How's she cutting? Sean Dale is here. He says, good evening, everyone. Hope you're all having a brilliant week. And you. Chalks is in the house. How are you, Chalks? Dougal McTavish the German. Hello. Hope you're keeping very well. Adam Controls. AJH, man. Welcome in. Led Ballooner. He says, has everyone who took part in the IF4 ATC course on Monday recovered? There was a lot going on, to be fair. It was good crack, wasn't it? Dad in command. A very good day to you, sir. Hope all is well. Shuffle Shoes shuffles in. AJH John. Energizer is in the house. Helric is here. He says, happy midweek day to you crazy folks. Yes, that includes you, Murphy. Sir Jesus. How are you? Hope you're well, man. MDA 009 has burst in the door with a tier 3 subscription for 15 months. You absolute mad lad. Thank you very, very much indeed. I hope you're well. He says, morning. Good morning indeed. Is it that time of the day? Is it? Where's this one? Bit of background music, do you know? Makes all the difference though, doesn't it? Now, who is he? Who? Captain Gaiman is here. It's good to see you, man. He's on his holidays, although he's not really on his holidays, but he's on his holidays. Do you know what I mean? He takes his holidays in the wintertime because he works in the summertime. It's a genius. Do you know? M Dark is here. Welcome in. Leo's taking time away to practice his IF4. That's exactly what it is, Chocks. He rang me, you know. I can't do a Leo impression. I wish I could do a Leo impression. Wouldn't be very good at it though. I could do an Inda Kinney. Rocking the boat down in Ballinair, but I can't do poor old Leo. But sure, anyway. Now where we're at. Come on, Mary Lou. Oh Jesus, really? So with you? So with your Prime Minister stepping down, does that mean Gibbo was running? Yes, vote Gibbo in the upcoming elections. Gibbo, vote Gibbo. Do you know? Would Gibbo make a good politician? What do you think? Would I make a good politician? Come on now. Jesus, that money was only resting in my account. Right? Do you know? But yes, the Hindenburg is not a blimp. Yeah, I know. I messed up, right? It's all right, though. I got over myself pretty quickly. Kanzui is here. Stop talking to the wall. He couldn't be more accurate, look. Hello, wall. It is I speaking out this direction to the thing. But it's really... Look what's actually over there, look. We have me Munster flag. We have a Twitch rug thingy-majiggy. We have the old Ireland flag. Oh, jeez, I nearly said blimp again. The Zeppelin or the airship. It looks very good on the screen. It's very, ooh, Ted. Isn't it? Isn't it? Very kind of, what's that word we're looking for? Come up with a word, lads. Come up with a word. Right, now, where are we at? We're over here. Kanzui, good to see you, man. Now, I love the setup. Oh, thank you very much, Captain Game. And he says... love the studio setup, do I? You thanks. Oh, no, wait. You thank. There you go. That worked. I can Yoda. But yes, Muse fan is currently on his 6th beer celebrating Leo's resignation. How are you, Muse? This story is very enlightening. I see what you did now. Do you see what you did? Right, we're over here. And the hoodie looking good. Thank you very much. I bought it myself in Normandy. I bought 3 of these hoodies. Your man selling them must have said, all right, made in China. But it doesn't matter, you know. Whatever he said, he was a Frenchman, and whatever he said, probably like, look at this fool buying all of these. And I was like, I'm buying 3 of them now. I want a good deal. Yes, of course, we'll give you a deal. Quick, put up the price. Brilliant. But I still have them. Do you know, I bought them when I was on holidays in a hot country, knowing that I'd be okay when I get back to a cold country. And when they get... Gibbo loves this one. There's arm pads on it. Jeez. Right? I mean, just so we all know now, so there's no confusion here. Trend setter is I, right? If I was a dog, I'd be called a trendsetter. That's really bad. I need someone to start writing jokes for me. Play some nice music, Murph. That'll take the attention away from you. See? Instantly forgiven. Do you know what I mean? Where do we go from here, lads? Zybok Doc is in the house, subscribing with Prime, 20 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. He says, calling from Denmark, hello from Tipperary. I hope you're well, man. Now, an Irish setter. Now, where are we at? We're over here. To our friends on YouTube, you're very welcome aboard. Jay Johnson, welcome in. Helric is on YouTube as well. Roy Van Can, good to see you, man. Mr. Anderson is here. Aquaman's donkey for president. You're up the air there with that. Brilliant. Aquaman's donkey. I found Aquaman. Well, let's clarify that outrageous statement. I found a person at Comic-Con dressed up as Aquaman, and I said, "You, sir, I need to speak to you." He's like, "What?" Because he probably thought I was dressed up as well. I'm a mad looking devil. But anyway, I said, "I need to get a selfie with you." And he's like, "Yeah, that's okay." Little did he know I had an agenda, you know. And I actually asked him, I said, "Aquaman, yeah, that's right." I said, "Do you know anything about donkeys?" "What?" "It doesn't matter." Click. He knew nothing about donkeys. I wasn't surprised. But yes, now, over here, I can see what you call posh. I'm expecting a wig along with your flight helmet and goggles and a pair of Crocs. Right? Yes. Gibbo Ireland is in the chat. Happy Wednesday, Gibbo. Hope you're well, man. Right, we're over here. Stop calling it a blimp. Unlike semi-rigid and rigid airships, example, Zeppelins, blimps rely on pressure of the lifting gas, usually helium, rather than hydrogen, inside the envelope and the strength of the envelope itself to maintain their shape. Well, call me corrected and sitting down and listening and not talking. Thanks for the explanation. Nightstep knows a thing or two. Rockin' Rimmer's in the house. Good to see you, Rock. Dude, we're checking out your thing. And well, careful how you say that. We're checking out your thing. We're checking out the thing in a while. Rockin' Rimmer, guys. Wait till you see what he did. It's genius. Now, a flying Molotov. It's amazing how kind of, well, it's kind of, you know, it's like a Murphy invention. It eventually went bang, but like, it did like, was it 7 or 8 successful flights across the Atlantic Ocean? Maybe it was more than that. We have some history here, do you know? Now we're over here. I'm having issues with Twitch, so switching to YouTube. Thank you, Helric. SK Sun is here. Good to see you. Kanzui, I nearly did say it. Will you stop saying that? My is going mad and she's not even in the same room, says Musefan. What when I say, Alexa, turn off the lights. Alexa, set an alarm for 2 a.m. Alexa, call me Murphy. All right? Brilliant. Imagine now, do you know, so glad my gadget is set to English. It doesn't understand Murph. Jesus, that's kind of, isn't it rough? It's all right, though. Chill Corky, it's good to see you. I have an Apple Home Pod, so you can say the thing all you like. Brilliant. That's fantastic. There's hope yet, right? Open the Jemison. Yes. Bill Barrett is here. Good to see you, Bill. 2 dogs. Good evening. Jesus. Captain Gaiman gifted 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Captain Gaiman, thank you very, very much indeed, my guy. Lads, if you've just received...
Who's in charge? You haven't a clue what you're doing.
Chop you. If you've just received a gifted tier 1 sub from Captain Gaiman, do be sure to say thank you very much. That's extreme generosity and I very much appreciate it, my guy. Goodness sake, it's good to see you. Now, where are we at? I can confirm that Hummingbird thinks them up on the spot. A little from column A, a little from column B. What's that out of? That's out of something. Aviator Geek, I burned my Hawaiian pizza. I should have used a lower temperature. That's very good though, isn't it? Brilliant. And Hawaiian pizza, of course, has pineapple on the pizza, in which you're back in the will. Right, see you later. No, see you later in the chat. I'm going to hit my arm. Subscribe with Prime for 33 months. 33 months. Thank you very much. When I do it, it sounds normal. But then other people, 33 and a third. They don't say 33 and a third. It's 33 and a third. He's right. Do you know? It's terrible. But anyway, Keith O'Farrell, it's good to see you. Welcome aboard, man. Then Captain Gaiman. Jesus, I always work hard. He subscribed as well for 8 months. God almighty. Are you going to Vegas as well? Brilliant. Can you imagine the carnage, Captain Gaiman? I'm going to watch The Hangover, not the second or third movie, because I'm going to watch the first one about 6 times so I know exactly what to do when things happen. You know, it's that's what needs to happen. Now, I want to come to Ireland one of these years and visit you. Absolutely, Cyberman. Come on over, sure. Sure, we're always having the crack in Ireland. It's great. Now, he'd better be a whip. Oh, wait, he'd be a better whip. Whip. Say cool. Say whip. Cool whip. Murphy pushed a button and made me Twitch lock up. Did I? It's fine. Alison Johnson is in the house. Hello, Ali. She says the best politicians are the people who never want to be one. I never want to be a politician at all. No, Jesus. Could you imagine, though? Providing medical cards and planning permission for 25 years. Vote Murphy. 100%. Right. Gibbo would have a lot of patience from dealing with you, Murph. He would, actually, yeah. Jesus, he would. Now, your ROM came together, says Ginac. Oh, my room came together. It did, Ginac. It's great to see you, man. Yeah, she kind of, you know, it's getting there. And I've other kind of paraphernalia over here. Radio panels and stuff. I had them in a box for ages. But yeah, it's coming along, lads, coming along. Sunjammer says, I heard on the news a guy fell into a sofa Jesus. Here's a big word. A guy fell into the sofa reupholstery machine. He is completely recovered now. Really? Very good. Sofa, so good. Brilliant. No more, you're an Irish setter. Gotcha. I was going to say more red setter than trendsetter. Red! I'm not very red. I could be red. That's just Jesus. I have a problem with my plane loading into the ground at Dublin. Anyone else? What sort of problem? Is it the weather? That would make total sense. Aquaman's donkey will never be forgotten. He will live on forever in our thoughts and memories. Aquaman's donkey. That was straight out of Wikipedia, says Nightsep. No, it wasn't. We know you know stuff. Musefan says, folks, be careful with the Heathrow update. Innybills changed the name of the folder and I ended up with 2 versions of Heathrow. Oh, Jesus, really? Innybills just did a release of an update for London Heathrow. They surely did. Wombat49 is here. Good to see you, man. Hide the wallet. Although, well, you know, maybe hide the wallet. But it's good to see it. Musefan has now muted the stream. Sorry, Muse. Jesus. The alarm is great when visiting friends. That's terrible. Now, let me see. We're over here, look. We're catching up from Aladdin the Genie song. Kozaki Flyer, good to see you. That was a great song. In fact, all the music out of Aladdin was brilliant. The older Aladdin, not the new one. Now, where's this? You'll show me around, says Captain Gaiman. Brilliant. Murphy, this is a building. This is a road. This is a car. Brilliant. Memphis Ton is here. Good to see you. What's going on in Vegas? FlightSim Expo's there. No, the plane is half in the ground. Is that the Phoenix A320, Ali? It happens to me all of the time. Just restart the flight and all will be well. Is there a grey setter? Because Murph is on his way. Shoot the bandit. He says, Murph, have you got the problem with Microsoft loading up and windowed when set to full screen? Yes, all the time. All the time. So I was getting the press any button to start issue. And then there's a workaround for that. I have a YouTube video for it. But then, yes, whenever I start the sim now, it's in windowed mode. However, Microsoft and Asobo are aware of it, and they claim it shall be fixed when Sim Update 15 releases next week. Or a little bit after the week. That's what they're telling us anyway. Do you know? Aaron is here. Good to see you. Last few days in Ireland and I bet to head home Friday. Nice, man. Hope you had a great time. Now, you should have shown you should have shown Aquaman. Oh, no, wait. You should have shown that Aquaman, that clip I sent. That would have made sense. Do you know? I restarted 3 times, says Ali. Oh, Jesus. That sounds like an issue. Pilot Peely's in the house. Good to see you, man. Pilot Peely, I do be lurking on your streamage. And, well, I'm loving the flights, man. Because I'd be here working away when you're streaming. But it's great to see you. Hope you're well. Now, let me see. Thankfully, not just me, says Shoot the Bandit. Yeah, no, dude. It happens quite a bit now. And I don't think everyone was getting the same press any button to start issue. You know what I mean? But it's definitely an issue. There's stuff. Something happened with the latest update where they fixed the water masking, right? And that's caused a lot of issues because they don't just do the water masking. That was like 900 megabytes to fix water masking. Get out of town. They were deploying code for the upcoming sim update, I imagine. And now they're saying, oh yeah, look, it breaks when we do this. So they'll fix it. They now know what's worked. Or they now know what breaks. Do you know what I mean? But yes, Pilot Peely subscribing for 35 months. Dude, thank you very, very much indeed. Krabby1, good to see you. Cyberman Drew says, bummer, would love to go, but baby will only be 6 months then, so probably still need to stick close by. Grand. It's a work thing. You know, you're going out for the weekend, right? You'll be totally fine. Sim Update 14 knackered the sim. Kinda. But for me, definitely the patch they released out for the world update, I think that caused a lot of issues. For me anyway, you know. Let me see. Is it N Dummy? I have a problem. I bought Microsoft Flight Sim Deluxe on Steam, but when the download finished, it jumped to 50-something%. Does anyone know about this? I think it's an issue. it finishes and then it goes back to 50%. If you have a look on the Microsoft Flight Sim forums, there's a number of issues that people have reported as bugs, and they'll explain to you in there what you have to do. There's some settings I think you have to do, or perhaps you have to delete something. Have a look through there. If you're still stuck, ramble over to our Discord. We have a very helpful bunch of legends on our Discord server, and I'll try to get to you later on as well, and see how you go. Dougal says, Murph, Monday was a huge inspiration for me. Got right back into Vatsim today with 2 flights. No way! Dougal, that's brilliant. Oh my God, man, that's awesome news. Thank you very much for taking part. Isn't it amazing? And it is amazing, right? When community comes together, when folks start helping each other to accomplish a thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, you'd Rambog with the coding, you'd Gibbo with all the background stuff, the website, linking everything in together. And, you know, the amount of people who have helped in terms of information in the manual, you know, a shout out to Adam there, to the guys at VAT Air. There's been help all over the place. The Limbics helped me out with, like, how to lay it all out. Loads of help putting the stuff together. And then when it's all delivered, we're all on the same page. Do you know what I mean? It's great. And we're a friendly bunch. Everyone, our community, not just me, I don't mind the Aegis, but our whole community, we're a friendly bunch, and we like helping each other. We actually like helping, which is pretty awesome. But it's fantastic. Now, I do work in aerospace and defence, definitely work related. Yes. Cy120 is here. He says, has anyone noticed the graphics on DirectX 12 are bright and fuzzy? If you're using frame generation or DLSS, go to DLAA. That might fix it. Do you know what I mean? But yes, right, I think we're getting there now, are we? We are, right. So we're going to go to this sort of screen. Wait till you see the state of this. Transition now. Don't mind what's on the screen. Jesus. I'm taking, not requests. If anyone has an idea, Murph, you know, I have a great idea on how you're going to be able to move things around. It's going to look absolutely brilliant. I'm all ears, do you know? So here we have, not a blimp, no, it's an airship, right? And my frame rate is absolutely being tankered here. But then again, that's part and parcel of what we're going to be looking at, right? So the LZ129 Hindenburg. And that's a nice little filter that I'm using, but I'll get rid of that now. And let's see, here she is now in all its majesty and, well, glory, right? Ooh, look at that, he said, right? A phenomenal bit of an add-on, this one, right? So we'll have to check it out. So we will have a look at this as we get through the news. Do you know what I mean? But I definitely think it's worthy of the news, only because, Jesus, the thing has a mind of its own, though. Only because this add-on, well, it's quite unique, and it's quite a full add-on. There's glaring issues all over the shop, right? I'll tell you how it is. But if you do have kind of an interest in this sort of stuff, well, we'll have a look and we'll see what the story is now, right? So we're going to move on first to the news, ladies and gentlemen, over to the news. And we have quite a bit of news to get through, so we'll take our time and ease our way into it, and we shall see what happens, right? So first up, Shrike simulations. These are like a lower part, if you like, of Blackbird simulations. They aim to make beautiful looking and relatively functional add-ons for Microsoft Flight Sim. We've seen things like the Twin Comanche, and then they brought out a helicopter, and well, now they're working on a Sabre, the F-86 Sabre, right? And hey, Jeppison is here. Good to see you, man. You're very welcome in. The man, myth, and legend has joined us. So the team over at Shrike have shared exclusivity with FS Elite with the newest trailer for their upcoming F-86 Sabre. The trailer gives a look at some of the features to come with the bird and also reveals the release date. I didn't read down through it, but I got an email. I know where it's at. The latest trailer for the aircraft showcased the internal and external modelling, along with the highly detailed texture work. For those who do buy the plane, they'll be able to access plenty of customization options, including a variety of liveries and pilots, along with adding a range of weapon sets to your aircraft. Speaking of weapons, you will have a visual weapon system, so shots will appear to fire without actual destruction. It's worth noting that the missiles don't fire. Ailerons Into Wind has resubscribed with a Twitch Prime. Ailerons, thank you very much. 33 months, man. Thank you very much indeed. If Shrike can make a helicopter, run its guns, then they might make the 8. Yeah, they will. The guns are going to work. They will. We have a trailer here, we're going to look at it. But anyway, it's been confirmed that the Shrike Simulations F-86 Sabre will be releasing on March 30th for the price of $19.95. It'll later come to the marketplace for Xbox and PC users afterwards without the weapons, right? So we have a trailer here, we're going to have a look at it. And hopefully I get to show this gadget off next week. So we'll see what happens, right? So I'm going to press some buttons now. And I can't play their music because, well, YouTube doesn't like that, lads. But sure, listen, we'll think of something. What's over here now? What'll work for this? Something with a bit of oomph. This might work. So we'll try one of these, right? Bear with me now. Yeah. That'll work. So there we kind of have it, right? Well, what do you think of that? Shrike Simulations F-86 Sabre coming soon to Microsoft Flight Simulator. They released this as freeware. Well, they actually gave it to someone else as freeware, and none of the buttons internally work, but the external model looks great. This one here, just looking at the trailer, I don't know about the owl exhaust there. Like, it's as far as I know, did the Sabre have a fully fledged afterburner? I mean, that looks a little bit kind of, huh? But certainly the cockpit looks great and the textures look great. Do you know? Why do they have to ban weapons from the marketplace? They could make a killing, pun intended, right? Alison Johnson, you absolute mad Janie. God almighty. 10 gifted... I can't even speak. 10 gifted tier 1 subs from Alison Johnson. Thank you very, very much indeed, Ali. Oh my lord. That's insane. Insane. Look at you. Thank you very, very much indeed, Ali. That's incredible. Okay, it doesn't have an afterburner. It is the turbine glow. Very good, very good. What do you think of it? As I said, there is a freeware one. I was going to show off the freeware one on stream, but like I wasn't impressed by it, to be honest. It's flyable, but you know, the F-86, I always say this about aircraft, but it is an iconic aircraft. I built a model of this as a young fella, do you know, Owl Airfix. But I'll be looking forward to it. It's not going to be up there in terms of the system simulation, I don't think. They tend to be quite light. I think a fair assessment of what Shrike do. Think of them like kind of Caronado visuals with better systems, if that makes sense. There's more click spots and it kind of does a little bit more than what it's supposed to. Do you know what I mean? But thank you very much. So last week, was it, Murph? What happened last week, ailerons? Last week? It's all nuts. Murph, have a look at your DM. Hang on, we'll have a look at my DM now. Jeez, it's all happening now. Where is this now? Murphy's Irish Bar. I was out with some old pals and I found a good... where is it? In Armskirk. Where's Armskirk? Or Armskirk? Tarnish, that's brilliant. And we have a look at this. Can we show it on the stream, Tarnish? I have the Shrike Twinkie and it's good for the price. Yeah, some of the Shrike stuff is good. You built this model. Oh, wait. That was last week. Brilliant. Yeah, I'm still young for the ailerons, yeah. Many thanks to the him. I actually have it around here somewhere. I best not go. Last time I went looking for something in this room, well, I nearly fell off my chair. Nearly. The rest of it was edited. Mick Ham, it's good to see you. Tarnish, yes, he says, yes. Look at this, lads. Murphy's Irish Bar. Jesus, look at it. Look at your man there with his pint of Guinness. Isn't he only delighted to be out and about? That's fantastic. That's brilliant. Tarnish, where is that place? I can't even pronounce it. It's that exotic. Do you know? Beautiful photo. Awesome stuff, man. That's class. That is class. Nearly. Yeah, I nearly. It didn't happen at all, old veteran. Nearly. Do you know? But listen, this is good news. It's as I said, an iconic aircraft, and price wise, $20. Yeah, you could have some fun in this. The freeware one is fun for throwing it around, but like it is frustrating because there is nothing clickable in the cockpit. This one is going to be different. Do you know what I mean? Murphy defined the definition of nearly rubbish. Now, in other news, yes. Well, PMDG, we saw the stream from PMDG last week, right? Oh, it's in Lancashire, just north of Liverpool. Ormskirk, is that what it's pronounced? Sounds lovely. I have to visit now. Seemingly, I have a pub there. But yeah, the 777, right? And they said, look, it's going to be releasing within 2 months. Well, that's fair enough. So, you know, March, April, May. So it'll be here probably the end of April, we hope. And, well, the 777 from PMDG, one of the most anticipated aircraft coming out. And the fact that we get a rough estimate, this is definitely going to be the next kind of high-level aircraft coming into the sim, right? So we know the crack. PMDG released their own trailer. They showed us some really nice bits and bobs about it. And Robert Van Dazzle was on talking about it, saying that it's in a very high state of readiness. I have to say, it looks incredible. And it's an aircraft I'm looking forward to very, very much. In terms of some of the features, though, well, I didn't get an awful lot of that. There's an insight into it. I think the biggest news of this was the pricing. So they said it was going to be very similar to that of the 737. So if you go back and think of, well, how much do the 73s cost? Well, the 737-700, I think, was $50. The 737-800 was $70. And then the 737-600 is like $35, right? The one they're going to release is the 737-300, or Dash 300. That's the variant coming out, I believe. The ER, that's the extended range. It's also the most popular aircraft in the real world. That'll be followed up later on with the 200, the 200 LR, and the 777F for freighter, right? So PMDG's airplanes are about much more than the authentic model inside and out. Expect a high fidelity simulation of the 777 feature set and capabilities. Another thing we saw here as well, as you can see, well, the tablet absolutely got an overhaul here. As you can see, ground connections, ground vehicles, door management, automated ground operations. There's a lot of kind of stuff happening with their tablet. And well, I'm hoping this tablet, their universal flight tablet, or the universal tablet, I think it's called, well, this update should go back into the rest of the fleet. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So the pricing is going to align with their existing product structure. Thus, it shouldn't stray too far away from the pricing strategy followed with the 737. After the 777, they're talking about possibly working on a 787, but they also speculate a 757 could be in the work as well. We know that the 74 is definitely going to be in there somewhere. And as you can see, there was a very good stream. There's Robert having the chat with everyone. And that was after they put out this video with like over 1,000 people tuned in to see it at midnight the other night. But this stream here, you can see it over on msfsaddons.com. And a big shout out to Vasco for providing all the news for us. But Robert's basically there answering questions from the community. And yeah, they'll be having an chat about it. So look, it's exciting news. I'm looking forward to that aircraft myself. I have been absolutely loving the Phoenix A320 recently. That's such an incredible airplane. But I am looking forward to, I mean, I've always preferred Boeing, but now that I'm flying more in the Airbus, I'm like, it's really nice, right? But a good old 777, yes, please. Well, let's do it. So awesome news. Now, tonight we're going to be checking out this one. Red Wing Simulations releases an ultra-immersive LZ-129 Hindenburg for the sim. We're going to check this out, right? We're checking it out tonight. So the PMDG 777 may have stolen the show as this week comes to an end, but it's time to go back to what's actually out right now and available in the sim. New aircraft releases are quite common in Microsoft Flight Sim. However, there's quite a unique addition to the lineup. It is the infamous Hindenburg, the massive airship that is still, to this day, the protagonist of one of the most infamous accidents in aviation history, when it was about to end a transatlantic journey from Frankfurt, Germany to New Jersey in the United States, right? There's no denying the Hindenburg is a very intriguing new addition. This thing was known or called the Titanic of the Sky. And even some of the advertisements, if you like, from... was it Lufthansa who flew them? But anyway, you can fly by plane, but you take a voyage on the airship. And there's a lot of cool stuff with this add-on. But Red Wing Simulations, there's no doubt that they are extremely passionate about what they do. There's no question. However, they've already released the Connie, and the Constellation there's good parts to it. In my opinion, it's not really optimized. I think some of the graphics, the textures, they're a little bit on the janky side. There's some glaring issues that need to be addressed. But it very much looks like, well, they're doing the best they can with what they have. Or that's a fair assessment, right? However, the price point of the Connie is up there, and this airship is now available in the sim. Price isn't too bad, but I believe it's the sort of add-on you're either going to love it or you just won't be interested in it at all. I don't think it's something that you'll say, it'll be, oh yeah, I want that because I want to experience that, or nah, state of it, I don't want that at all. But anyway, there is a lot of interesting features to this, so I won't go much through the article here. I want to show it off because it's like nuts the level that they've put into it. Do you know what I mean? So moving on, FlyByWire released stunning sneak peeks of the upcoming A380X for the sim, and they were doing this over at FS Weekend just this past weekend in the Netherlands. Now, here's the thing, right? The A380, without a doubt, looks absolutely incredible, and considering this is a community-driven project, which is aiming to be freeware, it's quite staggering the levels of detail they've managed to put into this aircraft so far, right? A lot of people said, yeah, it looks good enough to fly. It'll be released when it's ready. When the question came out of a possible release date, will it release this year? Well, the answer was, we don't know. Huh? Right? This is 3.5 years in development already with a release date not yet set and not even kind of a guesstimate, right? But take that as you will, it's still a very cool, mighty, majestic looking aircraft. And some of the features that we saw, well, it looks absolutely class, right? Now, the sound was pretty rough from the stream from FS Elite, but by and large, the visuals were absolutely incredible. So there's a 10-minute video here taking you from, start up, taxi, takeoff, cruise, descend, land, the whole shebang. And you can see it from here, like the details inside the aircraft, the internal and the exterior of this aircraft are looking absolutely spot on. Like, you can see it. Like, it looks incredible, right? And the sounds are quite good as well. What are the sounds like in this? They have their own sounds for it, so we'll see if we get some engine sounds. But like, the overhead is fully modelled, all the glare, the dash, everything's modelled in the aircraft, and I have to say it looks very, very good. They're all touch screens down here. It's similar to the A350 in that regard, or of course you want to compare it to the 787. The textures on some of the switches, the textures look really, really good on this thing, inside and out. And the sheer size of this monstrosity of an aircraft, I mean, the thing is big. I was on one of these before. They're massive. Won't necessarily get lost in it, but you could with the right amount of pointage. But yes, so these are all the external shots just looking by. Have a look at some of the systems coming on here. And of course then, they have an EFB in there. The lighting looks really, really nice. Like the system's kind of flickering on, turning on and off. It looks incredible. Look at the tablet. Look at the detail they've put into this with like all the fuel tanks, right? It has its own refueling capabilities. Calculators are there. I'm pretty sure this will come with charts integration. The loading manager is there. The lighting system looks absolutely incredible as well. And, FlyByWire, they've achieved so much, I think, with the A32NX, and you can definitely see the heritage coming into this thing. But I'm sure the guys have figured out stuff with this that they can now roll it back into the A32NX. You'll even see the keyboard built into the folding tray table, or the office table, if you like, inside the aircraft. But a touchscreen is modelled in it, and you can see setting up your flight on the FMS. It looks absolutely class, doesn't it? It'll be great for cross-the-pond events. Yeah, lads, this is the mother of all geekness. In actual fact, it has its own unique wake category. J for Juliet, and it's referred to as super, right? Is this an aircraft on your list? Is this something that you're absolutely dying to get your hands on just to experience what it's like to fly this monstrosity? Or is this, no, it's do you know what I mean? Is it somewhere in there? It's kind of like the 747s, right? I mean, that's these massive aircraft, you know what I mean? I just hope the big A380 isn't a continuous CTD. Yes. A lot of people saying yes, handful of people saying no. Yeah, I mean, look at the details, lads. And do you know what's staggering here? They're planning this to be freeware. Free! Do you know what I mean? Incredible stuff. So I'll skip ahead here when she actually goes to take off, but we hear some sounds. Like, look at the 4 engines. There's 4 engines, lads. What do you want to be doing with 4 engines? You know what I mean? And in the sky there, contrails, the whole shebang working. To be honest, from this video, it looks ready. Right? It does. FS Elite really fudged the sounds. I don't know what happened, Captain Gaming, because on their website now it's fixed, but I think whatever way they did their... Yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. P.S. Mirandai, hello there. Hope you're well. Mr. Anderson says, absolutely cannot wait to get to Super. Yeah. Only for model matching. It's a dirty bird in this angle. It surely is. It's a dirty bird. It's massive though, isn't it? Like, I'm intrigued to fly this only because it's the challenge of flying something that big. Like, it's massive. It is massive. But look, as I said, there's a great video there showing off. Like, look at the sun blast coming off the. It just looks savage. There's beautiful texture work here. The lighting looks spot on. The thing looks ready to rock. But they're saying it's not ready yet. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. Coming in here for a touchdown. Like, look at the size of the thing. I don't know what he bounced it as well. I don't know what your landing rate is going to be, but like, it's pretty cool looking, isn't it? So we don't have a release date yet, which is unfortunate. But if anything, they've now built up the hype. The A380 is looking absolutely gorgeous. It just is. So we, like everyone else, we'll have to just keep our ear to the ground and let's see what happens. Piley Peely says, to be honest, I'm drawn to this more than the 7.4 for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. Like, we have a 7.4. Like, even the default 7.4 on the sim, it's pretty okay since the AA2 or the AAU2 update. But I don't know. This thing just like screams challenge, you know. Anyway, moving on. Crosswind releases Chicago's Rockford Airport from Microsoft Flight Sim, the world's fastest growing cargo airport. The fastest growing cargo airport. Paparazzi, thank you very, very much indeed. My guy, 32 months. Hope you're well. Linkaz, you're very welcome in. Thank you for the follow.
Hello there.
Hello there. So, well, cargo pilots have a special reason to be happy today in Microsoft Flight Simulator as we see the release of an interesting new cargo hub in the United States. Crosswind and Inibills have released the world's fastest growing cargo airport, Kilo Romeo Foxtrot Delta. Maddie, thank you for the follow, which is Chicago Rockford Airport, located in the state of Illinois. Okay, at approximately 85 miles northwest of Chicago, Rockford serves as a convenient alternative to the busier O'Hare and Midway airports, particularly for the cargo operations and budget passenger services. Its location has made it a strategic hub for logistics and transportation companies. It was carved out of a niche as a significant cargo hub, experiencing rapid growth in freight number or volume over the last few years. It hosts operations for major freight companies, including UPS, which has a significant presence at the airport. The efficiency and capacity of its cargo facilities have attracted various operators, contributing to its reputation as a key logistics centre. Right? We have a video. Shall we check it out? Check out the video. Hang on there now. Pause that. Make sure we're on full whack here now. Astro HD. That's the best we can do. And we'll play a bit of music. Hang on. We'll play some sort of music. Something that sounds like Chicago. This won't sound like Chicago at all, but we'll give it a bash. Yeah, come on. We'll go with that. So, right, here we go. No sinus codas though. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Not that I know what you're thinking, but you're probably saying, yeah, it's another scenery. You know, it's nice and all, it's grand. But like, for the average simmer or the average pilot who, you know, they may not be drawn to this particular scenery, well, does it offer you anything quite unique? It's hard to kind of say from the video. It's interesting that they've gone with a cargo hub, but I think when it comes to a lot of these sceneries now, and it is a very competitive market, right? I mean, why buy sceneries outside of the fact that you're drawn to them because you like flying there, perhaps, or you're from that area, or maybe you visited there in the real world, or maybe, you know, you fly for a VA, or you fly, you know, you like flying with UPS, for example, and you want to try it out. I think, you know, a lot of sceneries that we're seeing, unless they have something absolutely groundbreaking, and something like Inibills, I mean, a lot of their own airports tend to be groundbreaking because they put in a ton of features. We've seen this as well from some of the other scenery developers, Fly Tampa, Vecchi Design, all these lads. You want the scenery because it just looks that good, or there's great features. Do you know what I mean? However, I kind of like the idea of this because, well, it features a cargo hub. It's a unique-ish kind of a setting. Do you know? Some of the features include custom imagery, custom ground polys, high detail terminal interior, good job, PBR textures, or PBR models with 4K textures, detailed models, accurate dynamic lighting, LOD optimized, which is great to see. And in celebration of this release, Inibills is offering a unique deal for those looking to add a highly appropriate aircraft. For 1 week only, purchasing Crosswind's KRFD will entitle simmers to a 15% discount on the Inibills A300-600 airliner. Crosswind's Chicago Rockford is out and is available now, priced at around $16.53 plus tax through the Inibills store. So it's not a cheap scenery by any means necessary. Do you know what I mean? But it is payware. I mean, look, they've done a nice job. The interior is modelled, and again, like, unless you're kind of drawn to this area, be it that you like doing the cargo ops, or you're from that area, or you want to fly to that area, I think any scenery coming out now, I don't want to say they're samey, but they can be a hard sell. For me, sceneries need to offer a little bit more. Like, they need to do something. We've seen the standards raise so fast, so high. Do you know? But like, what's in this scenery that's going to make the average simmer go, oh, I need that? You know what I mean? But look, it's released. Great news. And Crosswind are continuing to release some really, really nice scenery airports. And this one here, of course, in the United States, in the city of Chicago. Now, speaking of scenery, Samsung are back, of course, because they've released their USA Modern Cities Volume 3. What these guys are doing, they're adding in custom buildings. They're like the landmark packs for a number of cities based in the United States. And again, this is kind of where Asobo or Microsoft, when it comes to their photogrammetry, I don't want to say, you know, drop the ball, but some of the detailing on the photogrammetry is, well, unless you're like very, very high up, but they look kind of, Samsung have kind of fixed that because they've put in highly polished 3D objects to replace a lot of the buildings. And what they've done here, they've released Modern Cities Volume 3, and some of these look quite nice. So they've expanded on their modern USA cities with the launch of Volume 3. They've included 4 more major US cities: Dallas, Austin, San Diego, and Houston. So anyone down this neck of the woods is just going to be like, yes, please, right? With Dallas, Austin, and of course Houston, like getting some like much needed detail put into them. So Volume 3 is designed to further demonstrate the capabilities of the USA photogrammetry, incorporating additional buildings to enrich the urban landscapes. Redesigning city areas accurately reflect the geographical position of objects. Samsung 3D aims to bring out the best of Microsoft Flight Sim's built-in photogrammetry. They improve the textures, the structures, bridges, and the shores while adding back many missing buildings and features. There's over 80 handcraft buildings modelled in each city. They've replaced the default broken bridges with handcraft bridges over the city, and you can fly under them. beautiful night lighting effects. Most building rooftops are actually landable with helicopters, compatible with other developer airport add-ons, and it can be used with photogrammetry turned on or off. It's available now for $19.99 from Contrail and in the Microsoft Flight Sim Marketplace. Let's have a gawk at a now little video here, and we'll just show you what they're capable of. Check it out. And of course the video would have to stutter. Sweet lamb of Jesus, come on. Right, here we go again. Hang on a second, I need to fix the internet. Stupid thing! Imagine if it went offline or something. Right, we're trying again, lads. Don't panic! We got up to about here before it stopped. Right, we're live now. Up the yard. Not sure I understand, you know, all the from San Diego to Houston. He's the captain of the sky. Like, what? His dreams in motion. It's very kind of, it's poetic. Through the turbulence and storms, he finds his devotion. What? In his aircraft, he's causing quite a commotion. Maybe it sounds better with a different accent. Oh, look at that night lighting. From San Diego to Houston, he's the captain of the sky. Wait, what? Didn't we do that? What? Didn't they? Through the... What? He's taken flight across the states. That is odd. He found his delight. Hang on, is there actually, hang on a second. Yeah, okay, it's probably Epidemic Sound as well, right? But yeah, kind of ChatGPT-ish, isn't it? But anyway, listen, it is what it is. Don't worry, they're not here to create freaking trailers or movies. It looks very, very nice. They've done a great job. And like the night lighting, did you see the night lighting? Jesus, it's only lovely. Like, it's beautiful night lighting. That's what you need to see. Like, we're missing that a lot in the sim, especially with the photogrammetry. It just doesn't give you that effect. And I don't have this one yet. I have volume 1 and 2. They've made a huge difference in the sim. Like, massive, massive difference in the sim. You know what I mean? Everyone is leaving California for Texas. I get it, right? Crabby one, good to see it. But yeah, what do you think, lads? Don't worry about the video, but like in terms of what they've managed to add in, that looks like, is that Houston? Murphy, you should know, you were there. Well, it looks like Houston. It is Houston. There's the Toyota gadget and the Astrodome, and that's where I dropped Gibbo off. Right, you know. But yeah, it's a lot better than like the default stuff. It does look great. Do you know what I mean? So it's available now. You can pick it up over on Contrail, priced at about $20. Available now for the PC and the Xbox, right? And the Xbox. So good stuff. Now, Navigraph charts updated with a new tool at your disposal, Annotations. And we're going to be checking this one out this evening. Basically, your Navigraph charts app, be it on your PC, your tablet, your phone, doesn't matter. You now have the ability to write and graffiti on your charts, which is actually so useful. And it's kind of funny. Dougal was only asking about this the other day, you know, because Gibbo made a video before about charts. We were showing off of something. And I was looking at it and I said, how the hell did you do that? Is that a feature? He goes, no, I had to edit it in, where he actually drew lines on the taxiways. And I was like, oh, that's like the best idea ever. And he sold the idea for millions, did Gibbo. Well, now we have it. But I'll show you how it works. It's kind of something we always needed in charts, because not only can you just do like lines for taxiways, you can put in squares and circles and different colors, but you can actually write with the thing as well using your mouse, or if it's on your tablet you can use your finger, meaning if you have your chart open you can actually write down your clearance on the gadget. We'll have a look here now in a while, but I think it's a great addition. It's a free update for subscribers of Navigraph, and you can grab it there now, and it's an update. You'll press the button. I can't see a way to draw straight lines, only freehand. Yeah, I've actually sent him an email on that, but it'll save it to the chart. Yeah. Like basically, you'll see it there in action. Putting in very straight lines can be difficult. It kind of corrects it a little bit, but not enough. Like if there was a keyboard shortcut, maybe press and hold shift, that'll do a straight line, maybe. But I've sent him an email on it. But Navigraph are great. Like if you jump onto the forums and say, hey, can it do this? Well, they'll add it in there. This was a feature requested by the community. That's why it's now in Navigraph charts. You know what I mean? So do be sure to check out their forums. Great bunch of lads on Navigraph. And I'm very proudly an ambassador, Mr. Ambassador, for Navigraph. And it's cool getting to see some of the behind the scenes stuff that these guys are working at. It's brilliant, do you know? So there's a lot of cool stuff on the way. But this is really, really handy. We'll check it out here now in a little bit. So over again to FS Elite, and a shout out to Callum and all the lads. Well, this made a bit of a kind of an eyebrow raise this morning. So it did. Because Parallel 42 announced that they were releasing a new product called Pick Scroll. Huh? Hear me out. It is designed to improve accessibility for all on Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I'll give you the kind of too long didn't read. Basically what it does, it's an enhancement, it's a modification that will allow you to increase the thickness of the slider bar, which it can be awkward to kind of reach. You see that on the UI in Microsoft Flight Sim. It's not the cleanest. What Parallel 42 have done, well, they've edited it to make it thicker and easier to see, hence easier to click on and move, right? Nice touch, okay, yeah, we'll get behind it. It's a feature perhaps that was overlooked, and it's only when someone makes it you realise, oh yeah, that is handy. However, a bit of drama started because, well, they were charging for it. They're going to charge $2.99. And the reasoning for this, of course, was, well, we want it on Xbox, and there is a cost on Xbox because we can't release anything for free. Microsoft will turn around and say it's got to be $4.99. And yes, we can see that from other developers. If you want to be on the Xbox infrastructure, well, you got to sell it. There's got to be a price behind it. We've seen it with Got Friends. We've seen it with a lot of the lads making liveries. That's where it's at. Even, dare I say, was it PMDG, I think, said the same. They were going to release livery packs and you had to buy them and all this sort of jazz. Anyway, the articles got a bit of kind of heat. A lot of people weren't too happy about this because they were saying, well, look, listen, if it's going to be, sold as or marketed as, something for accessibility, helping folks who maybe really can benefit from this, right? Well, why are you charging for it? Now, okay, we can get into the discussion of, well, they're a business, they make and develop these things because they see a gap, they see the opportunity, and hey, we'll make a quick buck and off we go. But I think it was more to do with, and I think I'm only kind of summarizing what I read, I think this is more to do with, it's not about making a product and selling it. It was how the thing was marketed. It's how it was pointed to the community to say, we've done something that's going to, it's great for people who might find things difficult, or it's, we want to help out those, we want to help, essentially, and then charge for it. It didn't really sit well with the community. Now, the good news is, well, Parallel 42 have reversed their decision on making this a payware product, and they've said, we've now made it freeware. This is a very welcomed decision. People can kind of make mistakes. If you want to go down that road, they might make a mistake. The community says, what are you doing? Stop doing that. And then they do a U-turn. We saw this with Beyond ATC, for example. What are your thoughts on it? Look, we could be here till tomorrow saying that, you know, this should be in the sim. Of course it should be in the sim. There should be many ways of figuring out how does one make the sim more accessible to people who need it to be more accessible. But where do you draw the line? Do you know what I mean? Like, what I might consider is important, others won't. And that's where, you know, there's some really good ideas on the Microsoft Flight Sim forums. People requesting features, right? They're requesting features. And they get some votes. But if they don't get enough votes, well, no, we're not going to kind of deal with that. So suddenly it becomes a democracy. However, it's not really a democracy, because then you get something else put in that had maybe 1 or 2 votes, and, you know, we've just done this. And like, how the hell did that happen there? Why are, like, trains? Trains was one of the most highest features requested in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Bring back trains. The thing had more votes than, like, you know, increase your loading time or just make the sim stable. No, we want trains, please. Do you know what I mean? But then again, there's people who just want trains. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. A lot of drama, but the good news is Parallel 42 have now decided, no, look, this is going to be freeware, and I think it's a good move. At the end of it, it's a good move. Like, they saw the space. They said, look, we have a way of making this better. We're going to charge for it. We're a business. Isn't that what developers do? I just think it was the way it was marketed. That's the way I've picked it up. Do you know? Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. I don't know. Hey, Sammy is here. Good to see you, Sammy. You're welcome in. Was there a real need for this as Big Oz playing? For some people, I would say yes. Eamon, 100%. There's no such thing as bad press. There's no such thing as bad press or bad publicity or whatever that famous saying is. Do you know what I mean? But still, Ivor is coming to see Thomas. Brilliant. Wait, what? I don't know. It keeps Xbox from getting it through, if not in the marketplace. Yeah, like they did say, you know, they reached out to Fly Lilo and, you know, charitable organizations or whatever, and, you know, those who need it will get it. But I don't know, like something, if you're marketing it as, you know, this sort of, it'll revolutionize or it'll change this or it'll help all, you know, and it's done with accessibility, you know, more accessible to individual with motor or visual impairments. Well, why are you charging for that? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, they have reversed that decision. It's now free. And, well, big ups to Parallel 42 for making it free. So if this add-on or this modification is going to be helpful to you, well, Parallel 42 have made it available and it's free. So that was the bit of news from this morning. Now, in other news, we're going to talk a little bit about hardware. So, Simple EFIS module from Simple FCU. Is this the one that Gibbo got? Is this I don't know. Is this the same bit of hardware that came out already? Well, they've announced another module for it. Another module, and it features that of the EFIS module. So I imagine this goes right beside the other one, right? Simple FCU, known for their build-at-home autopilot control module inspired by the real-world Airbus, has opened pre-orders for the latest module, Simple EFIS, allowing the success of its previous product, which enabled enthusiasts to build their own autopilot modules with varying degrees of assembly. Maybe this isn't the one. Maybe there was another name for it. But anyway.
Hello there.
Hello there. DJing, it's good to see you. So after months of development, Simple FCU team have responded to the feedback of the community, integrating the Simple EFIS control module alongside the existing FCU module. Okay. It's all USB. So it's starting to come together. It looks quite nice. And it's designed to be built at home. However, all currently supported versions, including regular, mini, and the A3XX LCD from Cav Simulations, are available to pre-order through the Simple FCU website. The Simple EFIS Creative Edition, priced at $139 or euro, while the Assembly Edition starts at €200. This isn't cheap, right? So yeah, the shipping of pre-ordered units is scheduled to begin in late May. Okay, so it's kind of pricey, isn't it? 200 quid for this? Ooh, for the little gadget? Ooh, right. So if you have the Simple FCU, and well, you've great news because they've now released a module for it, which is nice. Now, then the story was kind of stolen because WinWing, right? WinWing, these guys have made usually kind of hardware solutions for DCS, I suppose. A lot of the time it's DCS, right? Well, out of nowhere, they've launched the full-size FCU control unit. soaring into the sky, bringing real-life proportions into reality. Global shipping early bird price of $99 US. Huh? What's this going to be at? The actual selling price might be different. Check out this thing, my lads. And we probably can't use the music here. So Winwig, look what these lads have done. What? Right? So do any of you guys have Winwing's products? Do you guys use any of their HOTAS or joysticks or rudder pedals or, you know, any of the control units or screens? Does anyone use them? And if so, are they good? I've never used them before. They look incredible. They're kind of up there with Virpil, I would say. Maybe not the high end, but they're certainly good looking. What we see here is, I mean, look at this thing, right? It's all 3D rendered and whatever. We don't mind that. Modules, a full size setup here. $99 they're talking about? Now, I am unsure, does that give you everything we see? Or does that just give you the center part? I'm unsure. I can't read it. I can't see it. But are you going to be getting, you know, the wing sides? Are you going to be getting, you know, the, Jesus, what do you call this? The MCU, the FCU, or EFS MCU, right? Look at all the stuff. This thing looks absolutely beautiful. It really, really does. I would say just the FCU, but even if it's like $100, what? That's not bad at all, right? Or is it? Hey, Ashley is here. Good to see you. Glare wing. So I don't know how they're gonna sell it. So like you'll have the main panel, you have the two EFSs. I don't know what they're gonna sell for, but this is cool looking, especially if you like Airbus. Especially if you like Airbus. So it's called the MIP 320. I've no release date just yet. And some of the other options that Winwing create, you know, I'm definitely going to have a look during Expo. A hardware MCDU, now that's what I want. Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, it looks incredible though, doesn't it, lads? Like, look at this, right? Looks incredible. The hardware is very well built. I love it. Oh, nice, nice. I think it's 2/3 its size. This is just one of the sides. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, so all of this will probably fit into like your side rather than like the entire width of the cockpit. That'd make total sense. That'll make, you know, but it looks great. So keep your eye on that. They haven't released any dates yet. It's not on their store yet to start buying it, but it's coming soon. These guys are known for like a week or two, and then you'll start seeing it appear in the stores. So this is kind of cool, right? So Ollie is here. I want a radio panel. So sick of taxiing on grass because I'm too busy looking down. A radio panel. Well, you have a lot of options when it comes to radio panels, right? If you have an iPad, for example, you know, my iPad, although I think it's on the blink, it's not charging. I don't know what I've done to it, lads, but it's not charging. So I think I'm in the market for a new iPad. But between the iPad and some of the other panels that you can pick up, I have other panels over here. You have a lot of options. You have a lot of options, do you know? So moving on, some Vatsim events over the weekend. And, well, we're all trying to learn about Vatsim with our ATC course. And this one here is happening this coming Saturday between the times of 1800 and 2100 Zulu time, or GMT, and the City Pair event. It's flights between Dublin and Brussels. If you're wondering where to fly, then look no further. Fly between Dublin and Brussels National. The distance between the two iconic cities is ideal for a quick turnaround. Both Dublin and Brussels offer fantastic connectivity with a top-class ATC service. We can't wait to see you there. Now, if you want to take part in this event, you just take part in the event. However, if you're still on the learning road and you want to learn more about Vatsim and how it all works, I highly recommend you jump on in observer mode on Vatsim and just listen, right? The VAT Air controllers, our current IFR course, it's based on kind of the phraseology. Well, it's ICAO, but it's very much tailored to that of flying within Irish airspace. Some of the nuances you get when flying in a particular location, they vary from region to region, right? But I highly recommend jump on and have a listen. Have a listen in observer mode. You'll pick up a lot of juicy bits of information for this. Do you know what I mean? Oh, the mini FCU, or yeah, I think that's the one Gibbo has. Yeah. But anyway, this one here, the City Pair, Dublin and Brussels, Do be sure to check it out. The event is on this coming Saturday, the 23rd of March, between 6 and 9 o'clock Zulu time, and it's flying between Dublin and Brussels. Looks pretty cool, right? Now, in our last bit of news this evening, we're going to rumble over here to the FireFly Air stats console because, well, you're doing lots of flying recently, and it's absolutely brilliant to see. So, in the Sean's Premiership, Viper Strike is out in front, 151,000 of his XP. Sean Dale is second, Paparazzi in third, MDA in fourth, with Restoring just after clinching fifth place, with Devil Dude coming in hot on his tail. League 1, the Dirty Dozen, Soaring AJ fairly secure on top. And we have Scorpio, See You Later, Dakey and Filthy rambling up, and Gibbo is almost about to crunch into the top 5. In League 2, Kim Sneed, we have Reckless Ray, Nighthawk, Musefan and Rambog Mord, with Andy Brown on a close approach there, coming in 6th place. League 3, the Motley Crew, Sterling Moss, quite comfortable ahead. We have Kaharia in 2nd, Canoehead, Blue Knight and Zard completing the top 5. And League 4, the Road to Glory, topped by Hot Pants on Fire. Crusher is in there. Obslinks is there, as is Francis Panuli. And, well, it's Misha Egypt is in 5th place, but I don't know how long I'll stay there. So it's great to see all the activity you guys are doing with FireFly Air. The league tables, a massive shout out to 6 Knots and all the team, and to Rambog for making the whole thing work very efficiently. It's doing very, very good. So don't forget the update for Flow. Yes. Oh, I need to... Sorry, Cyrus, I never put that on the website because I'm in Egypt. Do keep an eye on the website. I'll put an announcement out as soon as I can upload the Divil. There is a new update for our Flow wheel with this, the FireFly Air Flow skin and links widget. Cyrus has given it a quick update, a couple of, house cleaning stuff. And I'll upload the new version in a day or two. I'll put out an announcement on Discord just so you guys know it's there. Do be sure to update the one that you currently have. All right. So Cyrus, thank you very, very much indeed. Cyrus is back doing all sorts of cool stuff. So yes, we will see this very, very soon. So that be it for the news. And well, it's now time to start looking at this thing. You might say, Murphy, what is it? I'll show you now. So what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Zeppelin LZ-129. This is from Red Wing Simulations. And you can see here, it comes with a flight manual, 138 pages of a manual, which is great to see because there's a lot of detail in it for us, right? The aircraft, airship, including all files contained in the package, is property of Red Wing Copter and is by national and international copyright regulations. Very good. So, there's a ton of features in this machine. Tons of features, and it's released at the moment. You have like a light version, you have standard, and then you have premium mode. Premium mode not available just yet. But you can see that you have a massive contents page explaining how the thing works. I mean, look at the detail that's gone into here. The dihydrogen gas, right? They talk about its weight and balance, how it moves through the sky, all this sort of jazz. Has the history about it, how the freaking Nazis were involved with, like, yeah, we want that space, we want to advertise and all this sort of jazz. It's a fascinating aircraft. It just is. It's fascinating, right? And scroll down, the Lakehurst accident. Oh, the humanity, they said. But I'm going to show you now kind of what the developer has managed to capture in terms of this thing, right? So general information, happy old devil, isn't he? Right, anyway, so we can see the general information, Zeppelin and airship flight domain, 3 axes and 3 rotations, pitch, yaw and roll, okay? And like, we're getting into physics here. Many parameters are taken into account to simulate the aircraft flight model. Like, this isn't just like, jump it into the sky and away you go. No, Jesus, no. The flight envelope calculation. Now, if you manage to work out this bit of math, do the lotto tonight. Do the lottery tonight because you're going to win or something. Right? Well, XE equals V, cause A cause a weird looking B, cause a pitchfork, cause 0 with a line through it, plus V, sin B cause the pitchfork sin. Oh, Jesus. Right? The answer is 64, right? But, like, what I'm trying to show you is, look, there is a lot of thought and passion gone into trying to tell the story of what this thing is. So bear that in mind when we look at it. Plus, there's actual reference drawings, original reference drawings, restored color photograph. It looks absolutely incredible. a Hindenburg Life and Red Wing Simulation Concepts. What else do we have here? The front gondola, i.e. the control room, and you can see it all there. And then all the other various stations aboard the airship are modelled and functional, right? Like, it's quite incredible, this. So enough about the manual. Let's jump in and start having a look at it, right? So as you can see, it's absolutely friggin' huge. It's huge, right? So it comes with a couple of different liveries, and anyone who saw the swastika there, it's there purely for educational reasons. It's not going to be available on the aircraft in the sim, naturally, because, well, Red Wing say they don't condone any sort of ideology or otherwise. They just like keeping the historical context relevant, right? However, the one that we can see with the Hindenburg name on it, it just has the just a flag on it, right? But look at the sheer size of it. Now, up until recently, and I started kind of learning a little bit about these airships, I didn't really figure out how they worked. I was like, well, how many people can they hold? Like, it's just full of stuff, right? And like, you can't exactly, you know, get into it and go for a ramble. But these things used to cross the Atlantic Ocean in the 1930s. They would fly from Germany to the United States and then fly back the way across the Atlantic Ocean, right? So you can see here the absolute scale of this thing. It is gargantuan, right? And if we want to get up close to it, there's quite a lot of detail going on, right? Don't mind the fact that the thing is like, you know, well, no, she's full of hydrogen, so it's doing its thing. If you get up very, very close, this is kind of a thing with Red Wing. Some of the textures are a little bit, right? But by and large, the modelling is very, very good. Bubba Van Braun is here. Good to see you, man. So you can see a lot of detailing here, like, you know, Continental Tire in there for good effect as well. Yes. So we'll kind of meander up this way. And don't mind the lads are floating, because I've probably had the thing paused for too long, right? So it's not without kind of issue, but it's very, very interesting. So he's added in all the characters. There's the lads. Hold! You know, or in German, hold! Right? They've added in all this stuff. And if you have a look here, you're going to see, hang on, there's an interior here. Oh, my God, then there's an interior to check out as well. The scale is massive. Then you have the engines. And the engines are absolutely staggering, because this is how they were operated. There's a friggin' engineer sitting in there. You know, Geordie LaForge equivalent. That's his station, look. He worked in there. And if he wanted to get out, look, that's his clipboard. That's functional, by the way. If he wanted to get out, we're sure he just rambled across. And then he'd, you know, get in and he'd get down the stairs and then back to work. This is all modelled. We'll check out all the different stations in it. Isn't that incredible? Like, that's what I love about this add-on. Not because, you know, I'm going to be flying the thing. I'm learning. I'm like, holy crap, the scale. Hang on, they actually put a dude out there. Isn't that incredible? But yes, as I said earlier on, it's the sort of add-on that will make you go, yes, I want it because I'm intrigued by it, or it literally won't even cross your radar. But like, yeah, do you know? But if you have a look at the station, everything works, everything moves, everything has a feature. But anyway, that's just an engine, for which there are 4, I think. Then we ramble across. There's an interior. We'll check out the interior in a moment. And we ramble up here to what's called the gondola, right? The gondola. And, well, the gondola, that's where the action is. That's where we set up our things and our stuff, look. You see all, like, the bags, the weights and all this, and they're flapping around, moving around, you know? Herr Capitan, Echoloin, and all these lads, isn't it? And, but there's, Jesus, he looks like Ewan McGregor, kind of, doesn't he? Right? But you can see they're in the period clothing, uniformed, dressed up, all dolled up to the nines, so they are, right? So we're going to hop into the Divil. How much does it cost? It's $29.99 from the InSim marketplace. It's a €30 add-on. So what's that in dollar money? Probably 35, you know? It's Ewan from Wish. Brilliant. If any of you are somewhat near Lake Constance, I absolutely can recommend the Zeppelin Museum in Friedrichshafen. Oh God, how do I pronounce that? I'd love to pronounce it because it looks amazing. Is it Friedrichshafen? Friedrichshafen? The Zeppelins were freaking huge. Yeah, they were huge. It was huge. Let's go check it out, shall we? So reset me view, and we're going to jump in here to the gondola, right? The gondola. Now there's a couple of things. This add-on, buyer beware. This add-on requires a ton of resources. It's a massive install file. It needs a lot of video RAM. Don't expect this to work terribly well on some of the lower end systems. Have a look at the marketplace if it says that about it. For me, it works relatively okay. Bearing in mind I have a 4090 and at times it can struggle with this, right? But it's okay because it's not the type of aircraft you require a very high frame rate. In actual fact, you don't need many over 20 because, well, it's all kind of calm and cool and stuff. You know what I mean? You're not going to be racing here. But we'll go around and check it out, right? There's all cool sounds and stuff. You know, there's all the lads. Hurry up, hurry up. And there's also now everything in here works. The amount of click spots here, lads, is absolutely friggin' nuts, right? So we'll go into the back there now. Hurry up, Guten Tag. And well, we have a desk here. Look, okay. Bandwidth, you know, what channel, what volume. There's a light here. There's all sorts of stuff. We even have drawers. Oh, there's a sextant. Did you get the old sextant there for a minute? Open this. Ah, shit. Couple of bottles of hooch. Now, if we open up the gadget here, there's all different maps in the drawers, right? Jeez, I want the second drawer. Give me the second drawer. There we go. Right. Now, open the map, please. So here's our map. Oh, look at this now, he said. So we can see where we're located and where our route is going to take us. And we can draw on this. We can do all sorts of jazz, just like different gadgets here for measuring and doing the stuff. And we can erase it and change the color of our pen and, you know, scribble the divil out and clear the flight plan and, you know, draw size. So you can do all sorts of cool stuff here, you know, with your different colors. I don't know what that does. And then that removes it. Okay, that's pretty cool. What do we have over here? Well, we look at all the different frequencies. So these are the German frequencies. Okay, we can see an ICAO code. What's in France? Very good. Europe, the United States, and the rest of the world. Okay. Confirmation of the height by sending a time-controlled ballast. There's all sorts of stuff going on here. Don't ask, I couldn't tell you, lads. But just, all I know is this stuff works. Right? There is a manual. You have to kind of read it to figure it out. Now, looking behind us here, we have the telephone exchange, look. Call the captain. Hello? Hang her up there now. Oh, Jesus, don't press that button. They'll all be going nuts. So these are all the different stations, right? And back here, then, we have the captain having an owl sit down and just enjoying life at the crack. Captain, how are you? Yeah. And look, there's even a compass back there, and the compass works. They're not bombs, they're weights. The compass works, look. Right? So let's go exploring. So we're going to go up. Hawk, we're going to go up here. Move forward now, Murphy. Up you divil you. Here is the radio room. There's a man on a typewriter. Have a shave, will you? You're not in the U-boats. Now, look. See all these clipboards? Well, these are all interactive. We can access this stuff. We can change some of the settings here. It's pretty cool. Give it time. Colonel Fork, it's good to see you, man. Oh, I'll break it. Don't worry. Special event in premium version. So we haven't seen the special events yet. But look, you have a Morse code clicker. And as I'm typing that, right, it's populating the sheet of paper here. And if I'm stuck, there's a map here of what different Morse code is. You can have a look at the codes, look. So here's all your... I don't know how well you can see that. Probably not very well. Because the camera views are a little bit kind of funny in this, right? But you can see it there, look. So if I want to do A, you know, J, and then H, right? You know, can you imagine this on Vatsim, right? Titanic vibes. This thing was the Titanic of the sky. But all the click spots, everything works. Like, that's what's fascinating about it, right? So we'll ramble on across here. What's that over there? Accu. What's an accu? Is it a battery? Look at the batteries. Look at the size of the batteries. Os or on? We'll go with on. There's a chair. Give someone a chair shot. And we come across here. Lads, look at the detail, right? So before we go into your man, look. Let's go exploring. Let's ramble up here. Don't fall, whatever you do. So we have all our tanks, hydrogen and water and all this sort of stuff. Ballast. Hear the sounds? We're over the galley. Mind your head off the light, Murphy. Jesus. So we'll come over this way. What's in here? Jesus, then we can open the door. It's a cabin. Crew quarters. Eric von Chathry. Ran Eric. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Right? Come out of here and we continue on. Here's another door. Here is, it looks to be a galley or a kitchen area. Right? This looks to be the, well, the mess or the canteen, is it? Right? It's some detail, isn't it? Here's the kitchen. Hello? So a special event, it says in premium version. There's a kitchen. Don't know what we can do. Oh look! Ah, don't tell me we can open that, can we? I wonder what they're cooking. There's the kitchen. Sounds like a church bell ringing. Did you hear it? Right, get out of here quick before you get stuck on the wall or something. And you see it like gondola access. You click on that, it brings it straight back down, right? If they've modelled the jacks, they're going to use it. So what's in here? It's very loud. Hang on, we open this door. There's a whole lot of nothing in here. There's the bar. Ah, how are you, Simon? I'll have, oh Jesus, what do we have? Sure, give us an Al Baker's pure extract lemon. Flavouring for Kate's. No, that's no good. Give us a brrr. No, wait. Give us a little whiskey. Don't you look terrible happy? Right, you keep making drinks. You're doing a great job. What's in here now? Ah, into the bar. Kinda, sort of. But check it out, right? Look at that. Look how cool that is. All the constellations. And like, look at the viewing points. The windows. All the different airships throughout the ages. Going all the way back to that mad Fabergé egg kind of a thing. Right? It's a star map, correct. There's a book here all about stuff. So you get your drink and you ramble in, I suppose. Right, we continue on. Good job there now. We'll go out this way. Don't bang your head. What's down here now? Heron? Damon. They're the jacks. Am I a heron or a Damon? Heron, him, D. Dam's an heron. I'm a heron. I'm a dude. Right. I'm in the right one. Ah, yes, I'm in the right one. Right, so here's the jacks anyway. Where did they go after you flush? Where does it go? You can't do that with the jacks now, in fairness. You know, it's not that sort of simulator. This is very good, isn't it? Right, get over here quick. Wash your hands. Oh, there's even a cloth there, look. Right, oh Jesus. Get out with the thing, will you? Get out. There we go. Right, now. And then you have the ladies' jacks. There's an upstairs. Mind your head. I'm not bashing my head. Jesus, who's your man on the wall, look? Hindenburg, I'd say, is it? Hindenburg?
Hello there.
Hello there. Mr. Maurice the cat, welcome in. 1 star, do not buy, it didn't flush. Brilliant, falls to the ground, right? Herr Murph, I like the sound of that. What's in here? Can't open it. Oh, it's a room, look, room 49 and 50. Oh, this is where the passengers sleep. We're staying in room 27 and 28. Ah, there's bunk beds! How brilliant! And also, how terribly not private at all. This is what a cabin was. Yes, you hang up your jacket. Eye bags at the bottom bunk. Hot air rises. Right. So that's what the cabins look like. Jesus, Murph, will you walk? Here we go. We'll go this way now. Look at the carpet and everything. We'll come back this way, right? Is anyone here? Well, we can hear people, but we don't necessarily see them. Do you know? What's it this way now, right? Look at this. Open the door. We found the dining room, friends. Welcome to the dining room. 5-star... Wait, no, they were German. Und a 5-star dining room equates to all your tasty beverages and food. Or food. Like, look at the decor. Isn't it beautiful, lads? It is beautiful. But, like, you can see kind of with the texturing, it's... Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're definitely... I mean, look at that. It's incredible, isn't it? Oh, it's a cigar room. Is it a cigar room? Maybe it's a cigar room. Like, one of the rooms was completely sealed off to all the other rooms. Because a spark could ignite and then, sure, the crack would get real. Do you know what I mean? It's got me granny's carpet, says Gibbo, right? Interesting carpet, considering. But anyway. This is a flight simulator, lads. Look what we're doing, right? So how do we get to that place? Well, we'll go down the stairs here. Oh, Jesus, I fell down the stairs. Right, right, let's go in here now. Hello? Yes. What's over this way? Am I back with the jacks? What's a light switch? There's like a pantry. Oh, there's more stairs here, look. Yes. Oh no, that's how you board the aircraft. That's how you get in and out of the machine, look. Right, okay. I'm back up the stairs here now. I'm after getting lost. But don't worry. Don't fret, friends. Get up the stairs, will you? Go on, you devil, you'll make it. Jesus. Right. We can go down the far side. Oh, wait, we came up that way, didn't we? Hang on. Here's a door. Interesting. I know that song. What's the other one play? That sounds very accurate. Familiar places, empty spaces, copyright strike on me, VOD. Stupid thing. But anyway, right, we're in trouble here now. So we need to go up to how do I get back to the, oh wait, I'll just press a button. Ah, brilliant. Right, so we're back here now, right? All around we are a million. That's the one, Gibbo. Brilliant. Gibbo, can you play that in the guitar? So what do you think so far? You terrible piano playing. Hang on, I can get this one. Yeah, in the key of C, right? Your man is dancing. Right, well, let's see. Can it fly? Can it fly? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Oh, so you have all these clipboards in different areas, right? So we're going to say, right, I want to be set for takeoff, please. So let's see, status, right? Let's go to status here. Menu, type of controls, all AI. So we can say, right, we can do this manually, all the mooring, cast off the lines. You can bring up all the jazz. It's pretty cool, right? So let's do one of them here, look. Cast off all the moorings, please. Why is it locked? Call the electrician.
The telephone is out of order. Notify the electricians.
Chief Riggers Roger, out.
The telephone is out of order, but we will now call the electrician to the gondola and he will fix the telephone service, yeah. Right, brilliant. This is fantastic. Now, what else can we do? Jesus, put down your thing, will you? The piano's still giving it socks. So here's our map, right? And this is where we can ramble around to different areas, look. So we're in the gondola. We can go into all the different decks or the cabins or the dining rooms. That's where we were. We were upstairs in the radio room. We were in the officer's mess, the kitchen, the crew mess. Let's go back to the electric room. Welcome to the electric room. Okay. But can we turn it all on? Oh, Jesus. There's buttons here. Act on! Wait, don't open that door. What's in behind it? They're generators, I suppose. We'll pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Hello? And I'm here in the electric room and Jesus, they're floating. Hang up the phone quick, we're in trouble. The vouchers for being down here. Look at this, there's a bit of a map here. Alright, this is how it works. Yeah, I understand all of this now. Brilliant. Look, lads, the whole thing works. It works. Pull the big switch to the... Stay away from that trapdoor. What was... Oh, that was a trapdoor. Right. Does anyone know? Oh, Jesus. Auto. Oh. Let's leave this to the professionals. Right, now. Menu. Yes, I like a menu. Checklists. Captain, watch officer.
Who's in charge? You haven't a clue what you're doing.
Can you blame me? Engine all, brilliant, okay. Type of flight, normal, yes. Status, okay. The centre of gravity load, sure, why not? Orders, right. Take off.
Prepare for takeoff.
Roger, all crew to takeoff station.
Crew to takeoff station.
Ready for takeoff.
Ready for takeoff.
Und we're about to start up the machine, yeah. Jesus, mind your heart, will you? Right, now what happens? Right, we'll give it a helping hand. Cast off the moorings.
Release mooring.
Release the moorings, Chase.
Copy.
Copy.
Right, release all the moorings.
Behave.
Right, thank you for the viz. Oh wait, hang on, stuff is happening. Front cone up, pull up the ropes. Or wait, say it in German. Pull up the ropes.
Haul up the moorings.
Haul up the moorings. Brilliant.
Roger.
Who's Roger? They keep calling him. Hey, Bad Dog is here, good to see you. Ali might take this around the world, could you imagine? What do you think, though? It is quite unique, isn't it, lads? This is brilliant. Right, now what else do we do? Front cone up.
Haul up the front cone cable.
Roger.
Be Janie then. We're full of hydrogen, so we're just going upwards. Right, are we up now? Front cone. Right. Now. Engine controls. Yes. Come along here now, number 7. And I'm going to go to idle. The idle gadget. That's idle. You'll hear the bling bling. And now we wait for the engines to start. I did a thing! Full of hot air is right. Ali actually said you'll try a transatlantic flight. 2 days, Ali. 2 days. Right, now, Janie Mac. What do we do here now? We'll go to this fella. How are you? Right. I want to go upwards. So, a bit of ballast. Yeah. This has worked! This is brilliant! We are rising to the skies, about to fly! Right? The engines are only barely tipping over. Right, can we give them a bit of... Is there any obstacles here I'm going to hit? No, we need to get a bit of altitude here now, lads. Bit of altitude, right? Bit of altitude. Bit more wire there, Louis. You're up the... Go on, you devil. Go up the yard. Go on, that's it. You can do it. Yeah, go up there now. Jesus, try some of them fellas as well. Oh, brilliant. It's releasing water. Your ballast. Look at all the water coming out the back. Right, give it the beans, Murphy. All ahead, slow. Oh, could be sand as well. All ahead, slow. The propellers. We need spin. Yes. Power. We have power and spinach. This is pretty cool. We're doing a thing. Right. What else? We'll make it nighttime. Give you the nighttime effect. They turned on the lights. Good man. Or men's. Right. Well, let's have a look here. So, we're now flying, which is great. Let us go to the dining room. There's no people, though. Hang on. Where are all my people? And why are my peoples not on board? Let's have a look. Long haul, 48 hours, okay. Payload, repair and refill. How do we get the people on board? Status. No. Menu. 3D passengers on. Ready for takeoff. Yes. There are people. There are 3D passengers. I just don't see them. But 100% they're there. I think the bar. I don't know what's happening. Maybe I forgot to load my passengers. But you do get a couple of weird looking 3D models for people. They are weird looking now, do you know? Did you get the idea? There's our piano. We can have loads of fun with that. Lads, what do you think of this as an add-on? Isn't it quite unique? As I said, it may not be your cup of tea. Jesus, look at the state of that. Like, this absolutely may not be your cup of tea, but I do think it's quite interesting. It's quite unique, right? It is quite unique. I mean, 1930s airship flying. It is the best an airship can get. I agree. That was gorgeous, really well designed, isn't it? How does it handle in rough weather? I can't fly this thing at all. The Fails, it's good to see you.
Hello there.
It's clearly a labour of love for the devs, isn't it though? So it's available in the marketplace. I got to say, Murph, there was a lot of gaps in the walls and clipping outside inside. It seems rushed or half-assed. Well, here's the thing. There are some glaring issues. And that's kind of reminiscent of of Red Wing, right? Because there's no question they've put all their, devotion and an awful lot of research has gone into this thing. It's not very well optimized. It's heavy on your frame rates, okay? Also, when it comes to, some of the texture work, in particular, like I'll show you a glaring issue here. Like if we're in the lounge, right? Or maybe the lounge is okay. There was someone else that wasn't okay. Well, the lounge actually looks all right now. If I go down here though, right? There's great ambience. People chatting, having the crack. But look, there's a couple of gaps. You are right. There are a couple of gaps. There's a couple of frame protrusions, right? And they just shouldn't be there. I mean, you'd bash your head off that. That'll be good night, Irene, right? But, it's still quite awesome. But I just think the textures and all that kind of stuff, they're a little bit on the rough side. Yeah, textures are disappointing. I would agree. I would absolutely agree. Because they're low resolution, I get that due to the pure scale. Like there's gaps there in the windows. I don't know, is that supposed to be the case? Otherwise it get very cold very quick. Right? Look at the shadow. Look at that. Look at the shadow. Jesus. And then I suppose if you're in some of the working areas, so look at this, right? The upper catwalk. I mean, the thing is absolutely detailed. You can really go for a ramble on this machine. You can go exploring it. You know what I mean? Like, I think there was a hatch to get you up into where all the stuff was. Like, it's cool that you can explore it. You know what I mean? It looks like a flying Johnson. Nuts. Get some nuts. Yeah, right. But I do like what they've done. Like, I mean, it's a very interesting add-on. I mean, look at the engine car. So here's the engine doing its thing. There's Hans with his hands. And what you can see, look, everything's animated. Everything is working. Like, everything's working, lads, right? See your speed here. You can control them from here. Oh, Jesus. Oh. If you want to... there's all sorts of... I don't know what to press. It's best not press anything. What does that big lever do? What does it start? Oh, Jesus. In use. Okay, so it's in use. But look, you can manually start this thing if you wanted to. Before start. Starting each and every engine. Jesus. Simulate failures, fires, all the jazz. This must be an incredibly lonely place to be a worker, but man, well, dangerous, obviously. Don't go near the back door. You'll be made mince. But, you know, if you wanted to go out here and just have a now look out, you can't see much. The thing is in the way. Isn't it just staggering? It's a wonderful way to travel. I imagine this thing was beautiful. I looked at a few documentaries of the Hindenburg and what it was like to travel on these airships. It looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. So I hope this has been a little bit helpful. Can we punch it now? Go on there now. Give it full beans there, Paddy. Full, right? So you can do like 80 knots. If you want to turn it or maneuver it, yes, you have a small bit of aileron control. You can see there's ailerons and rudders, right? But essentially you control this by directional thrust with your engines. So if you wanted to turn left, go full welly on the right and come off on the left, and it'll start pointing left. Do you know what I mean? That's how you control it. So if you want to be able to fly this airship, I recommend you utilize dual controls. Do you know what I mean? So here's me inputting the rudder here to the left, and because of our airspeed is so low, it'll take a freaking age. It'll just take a freaking age. But you get the idea, right? It's like driving a tank. Yes, that's a great way to put it, yeah. You can do 70 knots, 20 minutes. The field is still 100. Yeah, it's slow. Nicep says there's a wonderful book by Hugo Eckner, captain of the Graf Zeppelin, about the circumnavigation of the world. Wow. Exterior lights at night time. There's no real lights on the exterior. You know. We have a spotlight underneath it. We do have some lighting up around the gondola. But certainly travelling in this thing, looking at all the viewpoints that we have, you know, it's a very interesting looking machine, I think. No, there's no nav lights even. Jesus, are we going to hit the ground? Yeah, we're at 442 feet. Drive it on there, Finton, will you? Get us up out of this mess, quick. That's the back. That's the front. Yep, yeah, divil you up. Do a bit of jiggery pokery. Just press buttons, Murphy, until things start happening, you know. And then if you want to do something with the hydrogen, if you want to break it, I'll show you how to break it, look. Just press any one of these buttons. Oh no, they seem to be working now. Oh no, they're not. They're turning off. Oh balls, I'm about to turn them all off. Ha ha ha, no! Yeah, we're on the way to... Oh, the humanity! Yeah, we're in trouble now, right? What do you think, lads? Do you like it? It's definitely unique, isn't it? Definitely unique. When they developed this, I wonder if they ever stepped back and thought, isn't this really the safest way to fly? But do you know the gas thing is? It was super safe. And they were really particular about, like, you know, what can be on board, and considering this thing crossed the Atlantic numerous times. And it used to take 2 days. There'd be 2 days travelling. But you can see that you were wined and dined.
Look at this big eat.
You were wined and dined. And the cost of travel on this gadget at the time was the equivalent of the average industrial wage for the year. For like a year's wage would get you one flight on this thing. You know what I mean? Oh, brilliant. Isn't it hard to believe this was once, you know, not only a mode of transport, but one of the most luxurious modes of transport. This thing was something like 60 feet smaller in length than Titanic. It's just fascinating. Do you know? Duck says, have a smoking room somewhere. I don't think safe meant to be the same back... No, 100%. 100%. How high can it go? I think like 2,000 or 3,000 feet. I'm going to end up in a terrible mess here now in a minute because, like, you know what I mean? Gravity is winning this battle. But you can see we're moving fairly lively, look. What are we doing knots-wise? 67 knots? I mean, we're absolutely owning it, do you know? They also used it during the First World War. Yeah. Interesting, lads. Interesting. So, there's a lot of information that comes in the manual, as I said, and it's something unique. I thought it was absolutely worth a look. And if you're really into that, if you're into the historic, vintage, weird and wonderful, you're going to kind of like this. as I said, some of the texture work and the resolution of the textures and optimizations and everything else, park that. You're looking here at the experience and learning what this thing would have been like. And it is, as you can see, very functional. Very functional. It's a full experience. I like it. I do. I have to say, I like it. How about dumping some forward ballast? I could try that. What happens out there? Will I end up in a mess on the ground? Dump the ballast. Oh, wait, hang on. How do I... Oh, there's all bells and alarms gone off. What if I turn off these lads? Press multiple buttons? I don't know what to do. Oh, that instant... Oh, yeah, no. We're going down. Mind O'Shaughnessy's house there, will you? What's going to happen here? Will it be a gentle landing? It's okay, we're full of hydrogen. Ah! Oof. Oh, Jesus. What did we say? There it was, venting a bit of gas, yeah. Right, that's enough of that madness. Pretty cool though, isn't it? Pretty cool. Where did we get it? It's from the InSim Marketplace, Briggsy. The InSim Marketplace. I think it's there now. The FFA average landing rate, right? Anyway, so Red Wing Simulations, it's pretty. It is. It's pretty so far as not the textures. Pretty is the wrong word. It's not. I'm going to edit that bit out. It's interesting. Yes, that's the word. Don't know why I said that. Chalks, we'll take it. Of course we will. Now, in other news this evening, well, I want to show you something, right? I want to show you something. We're going to be checking out Navigraph, right? And their annotations and how all this works. So there's a free update for Navigraph charts. And if you want to know how it works, you might be saying, I've loaded into Navigraph Murph and I can't see anything. Yes. Well, it doesn't work on the main maps, you see. Unless it works on, like, the world map? No, it doesn't work on maps, right? So IF4 high, that's the way it was. So what we can do here, if you were to open up a chart, and here we have our chart, right? This is looking at Shannon, and you might be saying, right, well, I'm in nighttime mode. I can go to day mode. This is how your chart looks like, right? I like everything in night mode, easier on the eyes, you see, right? So this is all from Navigraph, and they've added this new feature. So let's say, for example, we're on the runway and we want to write on this chart. We would click on this new little icon that has appeared beside where you can print and full screen and all this sort of jazz, yeah? So we're going to press on this fella. And now we have the option to actually start drawing or writing on the chart. So we have a couple of options. We have this line, where we do a line, we have a box, we have a circle. I don't know what that one does. Select annotation, okay? And then we have some colors. So we're going to go for a line. We're going to go green. And you can choose the thickness of the pencil. So I'm going to say, right, well, if I'm over here somewhere, I'm at this stands and I'm getting a taxi instruction. So ATC, yeah, taxi Delta 1, Delta 2, Charlie, hold short runway 24. Okay. I have to draw it. So we'll go this way. Yep. And then you can hold short here. Isn't that kind of handy? See the way you can write the stuff in? Now, if I change the thickness of the pen down to something a little bit smaller, I can now start writing in stuff. I don't know what that was supposed to be. So let's say, for example, Q and H, for example, we can put in 1, 0, 1, 3. Right? Initial climb 5,000 feet. Squawk 6464. Isn't that so handy the way you can kind of throw all of this onto your friggin' chart, lads? This is brilliant because it puts me out of business for selling me checklist, but this is still brilliant, right? Because you can do all this sort of stuff. So let's say, for example, right, that's your preferred route, but ATC, might give you this way to go. And aircraft are taking off this direction. Like, you see here straight away how easy you can make the charts. And let's say we want to put a box around something. Right, okay, I need important information here. Okay, well, what do we need? OJs as well. What's important to us here? Elevation. Look, so airport elevation. That's important. 46. And see the way that's like a full solid color? If you click on the little box beside it, it'll become an open color or an open gadget. Look. And then you can put in something in here, for example, you know. And make it look very kind of cool. But you know what I mean, right? This is the sort of stuff you can do. Now, I would love, you know, a straight line, actually. Here's an idea. Can we do a straight line? Not really, no. Although we kind of can if you go straight across. I never thought of that. So there is a straight line, but you can't edit it. So there's a straight line, but like your charts are never going to be straight. If we wanted to go straight from like, you know,
Can I get a refund?
It won't do the job terribly well. Do you know what I mean? Now it's easier if you use your finger on your tablet, you know, or point-to-point option. Can you make a polygon? No, there's no option to do that kind of stuff. It's literally a squiggle, a box, or a circle. And if you want to put in a circle, you know, again, you can have it solid or you can have it open. For whatever, I don't know why you want it, but you could. You absolutely could. You know, you can do this sort of jazz. For whatever reason. Oh, you don't press the button. Oh, yeah. Shame it doesn't work on maps overlaid on a route, which I use all the time. Yeah, Gibbo, that's the only thing I'd like to see. So you can write it on the charts, but you can't use it when it comes to the friggin' map. So like if you're flying along here, right? And your aircraft is always going to be overlaid on the gadget. Look, so I'm over here somewhere. And if we were just using a map, well, I'd love the ability to use annotations over here because I could say, once I get to this area, turn right. Do you know what I mean? So I would like that feature. I don't know how they're going to get that in there, but I don't yet see an option. Maybe because the thing is in 3D. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe that's a cause of concern. I don't know. If we go into the settings here, you go globe, like there's nothing here that'll say, you know, I want to always on top, mate. No, like there's no way here that I can add it in, you know. I'm in the US. Is FireFly available to you? Squad? Yeah, you can get FireFly here. You can get FireFly here. So yeah, it's a pity it's not on the main map. I think that would be like, that'd be super handy if you could like draw in on the actual map. Because like if you're flying VF4, for example, you can highlight your waypoints on your moving map. I need to fly into this little area. How handy would that be? Let's say you wanted to fly over Glencar and you put a circle around it. Do you know what I mean? Follow the dots as you fly. This sort of thing. That's a feature we're going to request for sure. But when it comes to your charts, even your SIDS and stars, I mean, look, you can draw on all of these. On all of these. Super, super handy. And you can say, yeah, okay. Again, you're going to be overlaid here, and you can say, right, I need to talk to ATC when I get to, for example, Curram. These are the sort of little notes that we can start putting in. It works in the Navigraph or the InSim panel too. Yeah, very, very useful if you're VF4. Yeah. It's a wonderful feature. It's really, really handy. It's like, what I like about this, if I leave that guy there now for a while and I go to a different chart, wait, I save it on the chart? Yeah, it saves it on the chart, look. And that's what's handy. It saves that information on the chart. Let's see now if I draw on another chart, will it save this information? Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Let me see. So we're going to taxi this way. And we'll go information up here. And we're going to say 6464. Hold short 24. And is my information saved on the other page? Yeah. It's kind of handy, right? How long do you know stay there for? Are they permanently there in the chart or just that session? I think it's just that session, Gibbo. It's just that. Well, we'll test it. Close. And then open. No, they're still there after I closed it. They're still there after I closed it. So maybe they save to those charts until you lift them off. You know? Got to remember, Murph, Navigraph is owned by Boeing, which owns FireFlight. So everything from FireFlight will come to Navigraph. But we can draw on the world map either. Well, we can't. Hey, Captain Gaiman, I don't think Navigraph are owned by Boeing. Navigraph are a Swedish company. They transfer over to an external device too in real time. What? Hang on. So if I Where's my charts now for this? Or how do I... Oh, hang on. Charts, Murphy. Okay. Jepson owns them, I'm pretty sure. I don't think so. Listen, if they do, it's news to me. Like, but they could do. Oh yeah, look, there's stuff in here, look. How can I make that full screen, though? Let's have a look at it. Charts. Oh yeah! Holy crap! So that actually transferred to another screen that I'm using Navigraph with. How handy is that? Canoehead 2 says, Jeppesen is owned by Boeing. I work there. No, Jeppesen is owned by them, but they don't own Navigraph. Navigraph buys Jeppesen charts, yeah. I think that's what it is. Jeppesen is owned by Boeing. But I think, no, Navigraph are their own company. They're a private company. And they pay for Jeppesen, I suppose. That's how it works. That's why we have subscription charges. But anyway, that's really cool. So that'll actually transfer over. Now I want to know how to save your notes. Yeah, that is cool. Gibbo, I have another Navigraph on my other screen. Hang on, can we put it on my phone? Can we put it on my phone? Will it work on the phone? Let's have a look. Charts. Let's open up. Oh, Jesus. Let's open up Navigraph charts here on my phone device, telephone device. Let's have a look now. Let's have a look. It's loading. She's thinking about it. Airport. Oh, this is going to look for an upgrade or an upgrade. Right there. Yeah, so this is going to look for an upgrade or an update. I beg your pardon. Do. So, like, there it is in your phone, right? Well, I don't know how well that comes across in the camera, but that'll no doubt get an update, and I'll be able to go messing with that in a while. But it just means that the information is, like, straight away thrown in. Navigraph is an independent company. Yeah. Magnus started Navigraph and working on a project for SAS. Yeah, himself and Sean, I think. What if you pin the charts to the map? Doc Blues, what do you mean if I pin the charts? Oh, overlay them. Ah. Negative. Negatory. Oh. So if we were to close that chart and then open it up as a main chart, only on the actual chart itself. So it doesn't work in overlay mode whatsoever. We'll ask the question, right? I don't know the data in which this is constantly refreshing because that's where you have all these overlays and stuff, right? You know, your weather. We can hardly put in. Yeah, there's nothing here that we can add in. Maybe it's because you have these overlays mainly from the weather. Telemetry is there as well, but I don't see an option that we can type stuff in. Add a metric. Can we put in annotations? No, there's no other options in there in terms of stuff. So that's the weather radar doing its thing. But I think, listen, lads, I think that's still very, very good indeed, isn't it? Isn't it brilliant? How can you draw on, I don't know. Now, how can I update Navigraph? Let's see. Charts. Play Store. Let's see if I can update this, right? Notifications. Yes. Apps. Yes. My apps. Manage apps. Updates. Checking. Update. 8 updates are in. I have an Android phone and I'm trying to use this as like an additional screen and radio and stuff. And I suck when it comes to Android. You know, I blame the ambassador. Dodgy lads, those fellas, right? What's the pen do in the upper right of the map screen? Yes. This gadget here, that opens up your annotations menu. That's what opens up the menu. All right. So chart. Yeah, we'll give it a second. It will work. 100% this will work. So I'm just waiting to update Navigraph. 7. Cancel. Just give me Navigraph. It'll pop up on your phone and any other device. It's brilliant, right? No, on the map screen. Huh? The pen on the... No, that's to edit your route. That's to edit your route only. You just type in your route in here. Options. Again, editing stuff. Export. Just, I don't see anything you can do there. Doesn't show anything in here either for your stuff, you know. So open widget selector, close that as well. So maybe they will, you know. Goblin Zeus says, well, I just updated Navigraph on my phone, it works. Yeah, think about it. If this is on a phone or a touch screen, it's going to be way, way easier to be able to draw on it. Get yourself what's called a little stylus. Do you remember the style? Those who had Blackberries back in the day, right? That's where you get them from. My iPad is shagged. But anyway, this is the update from Navigraph. It is so welcome. It is so welcome because it's so handy. I mean, this is super handy. You can just draw stuff on it to your heart's content, lads. You can go absolutely pure ballistic when it comes to putting stuff onto the chart. We want to land on this runway. Very good. And then we're going to, you know, taxi off and go up there. Right? You know what I mean? Really, really handy. Oh wait, Navigraph is updated. Now, let's have a look. Did it do the thing with the yoke? So if I open up charts. Yes. Close. Close. Flights. Yes. Hide. Now, open up the chart. It didn't come across to my mobile. Wait now, lads. Wait now, lads. Close that. Okay, so it is detecting my aircraft. Okay. Airport chart open. Yeah. It hasn't put it on. Now let's see, right? If I go back in here, it doesn't seem to be talking to it. Now that could be a simple thing. They're not connected. It's not the same network. But you get the idea, right? We get the idea. Brilliant stuff from Navigraph. Well done, Navigraph. This is very, very welcomed indeed. And if you want to then, you know, delete what you've done, just hit the... Are you sure? If you want to clear the annotations off this chart, yes. Okay. Same with this one. Yeah, get it out of there, Giuseppe. Clear it. And clear it. Super handy. Do I have the same flight loaded in on the map? Or on the app? Oh, probably didn't actually. What flight? That doesn't matter. I'll check it out later on. But yes, Rambog, you're probably onto something there. Yeah, 100%. So anyway, that's from Navigraph. Wonderful update. And make sure that you avail of 1 month free when you get a subscription to Navigraph as a new member. Right? Click on the link below in Twitch. And once you sign up for 12 months for a paid subscription, up until the 25th, Navigraph will give you 1 month free. What does the arrow do? What arrow? Arrow? What arrow, Muse? What arrow are you looking for? Can you be more specific? These arrows, they make it full screen. Then you can print. You can turn the dival around. You know. But yeah, very, very good. Right, lads, moving on. I need to show you something absolutely brilliant, right? Rockin' Rimmer, who's here in the chat with us, well, he only has gone off and done something absolutely deadly. Oh, good stuff, Gibbo. Yeah, good man, Gibbo. Thank you for that. But anyway, Rockin' Rimmer, he's gone off and he's done something cool. I want you to check this out. It's called FS Addon Compare.com. And what this website aims to do, it scours the internet for the best possible prices for the add-ons in the sim. For example, we can see that Falcon Field Airport, made by our very own Jeppesen 2001, well, this website is comparing different marketplaces so we know where's the best or the cheapest place to buy the add-on. A prime example. Jeppesen's Falcon Field on Sim Market, it's $6.59 on sale. On Anybills, it's €14, and on flightsim.do, it's €6.28. Now, this isn't just, you know, checking to see what's on sale. You can go by categories. You can go for aircraft. You can search by developer. You can even search to see, hey, what aircraft are currently on sale? Well, the Chancellor, for example, is on sale. Okay. What aircraft is that? Hurricane. Digital arts. Oh, that mad looking yoke. That's on sale, right? And see the way everything is linked on the website? Best price. Go visit the store and you'll find it. Yeah? So all the aircraft stuff, and we want to say, right, show me the ones that are on sale. Okay, but what else? So, prime example, the Kodiak. Well, on Contrail it's 1682. On any builds it's 1755. But if you go over to Sim Market, it's 875. Like, lads, this is so handy. If you want to buy add-ons and you want to say, yeah, I want to buy an add-on, but I want to make sure I'm getting the best possible deal. This website aims to do exactly that. Rockford has gone off and like he's done all the background work here. He's linked it all. There's science going on here. Now it's still running in beta. He's still building databases. He's still trying to get the accurate information. Just because the website here is saying, yes, it's on sale, this is the rate. Well, you know, do your due diligence, confirm that, make sure, you know. And if you do use this website and you're liking it, you can change the currency and all this jazz as well, right? There's a Discord linking back. And where's the Discord here now? So FS Addon Compare. So there's Rock, he's in there. And I'm going to link these into our own Discord as well. So when we see any sales happening in the sim, we'll get information for it. But I think this is absolutely friggin' deadly. It's so handy. Because when you want to buy an add-on, okay, we might have our favorite stores, right? But you're saying, Jesus, you know, I want to buy that thing. Like, let's say, for example, you wanted to buy, why would you, the Captain Sim stuff? If you wanted to buy, I don't know. Name an aircraft, lads. We'll try and find it, right? We'll try and find it. Like, you can imagine now, there are a lot. There's a lot. So if we go to page, I don't know, 17. Right, brilliant. If we want to buy the Fokker F-28 Professional, which, by the way, is an outstanding aircraft. Well, if you go to Aerosoft, that'll set you back 54.58. If you go to Contrail, 55.68. Sim Market, 54.13, or Just Flight, 54.13. Now, you're only saving about €1. But the point of the matter is, you're able to find the best valued add-on because this is doing all the heavy lifting for you. Isn't it brilliant? And the fact that this is telling us what's on sale. So you can only keep your eye on so many friggin' social media channels and listening to me. Ah, look, I found this. There's only so much we can do. Rock was able to automate all of this and build a website. FSAddonCompare.com. Add that to your browser. Save it as a favorite and spread the word across the internet, please. Because I think this is super handy. We post on our Discord twice a day when something goes on sale. Joey Bolo, it's good to see you, man. So there's the website, lads. Save it, bookmark it, and tell your friends, let everyone know this is now in existence. It's a very handy utility to figure out what's the best possible price for this add-on. And provide feedback to Rock as well. If you see something and he's saying, okay, look, you can get, I don't know, this Patagonia Chile scenery for €7.80. Well, let's go in. Okay, well, it's coming up at $9.59. However, that's including tax for my region. This is the sort of feedback you want to be given. Do you know what I mean? Currencies are converted. They may not be exact. 100%. And again, you might have $5.59 is the price excluding taxes. The taxes will always be added in afterwards, depending on your location. All right? So other categories, like other, what else can we get? Caribbean airports, you know, like the enhancement mods. And if there's only one website listed, that's because, well, they've only found it on one website. But perhaps you can find it. You can also search by developer. So for example, if you wanted to buy the AccuSim Comanche, for instance, on Aerosoft it's $46.75, Just Flight is $38.96, Sim Market is $46.75, and you can go to A2A's website, it's $46.87. The best price is on Just Flight. Now, the price has since gone up. Is that adding tax? We don't know. So just be sure you check it out. And if you find that weird, like it's still in beta. This website is still in beta. Talk to Rock about it. Drop him a Discord and just say, hey, I'm after finding this. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool though, lads, isn't it? Just Flight do add tax. Yeah, they add the tax on top of it. So can we get some emotes into the chat there for Rock and Rimmer? Because I think this is a great service being provided to the community. It's a great service. It's cutting out a lot of potential cost, right? But it's also helping out folks. Where are the best deals and what's on sale? What's on sale? Do you know what I mean? Really, really handy. Rock, incredible work, my friend. And dude, keep up the awesome work. Brilliant. Now I need to press one of these, and I need to press one of these. The exhibitors revealed. Oh yeah, so this one here, Scott. This is on Friday, right? So on Friday, lads, I tune into this channel. I'll be there. FlightSim Expo. We're going to be revealing the exhibitors in 2024. That'll be taking place in Vegas, right? So there'll be myself, QA Pilot, and a host of other really, really awesome content creators. XP, Blue Games, Captain Canada, Simhanger. There's like a lot of great cool guys going to be here. And they're going to reveal the exhibitors. We'll have an owl. Jesus, your man with the head and the face. He's going to be there. Do you know? So that's what we're doing on Friday. And mucho thanks, Scott, for the heads up. And Gibbo now, breaking news. GA Mod injects a wide variety of general aviation and military aircraft into the sim. If you're mostly a general aviation flyer in the sim, you probably wondered how you can add more GA traffic and get a better sense of not feeling alone when you're in the sky. Well, today there's a freeware mod that aims to improve this aspect in the sim with a very simple but very effective solution. It's called GA Mod, and essentially injects not only a wide variety of GA aircraft, but it also puts in military aircraft, helicopters, and even hot air balloons. Check it out. So we have this one here, Corsten's Hangar, freeware mod, version 5 has been released. Let's bring it up here in the video to see what we can see, and I don't know, play a bit of music here.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
And let's see what it's all about. Booms! Thank you very much indeed, Booms. That's a whole load of months. 13 months, my dude. Cheers. So this, a freeware mod, injects general aviation and military traffic, including helicopters.
Hello there.
Pod, you're very welcome to the channel. Thank you for the follow. Would you look at all the traffic? So if you're running something like, FSLTL, or maybe it's just flights FS traffic, but you kind of want to see more general aviation in there, well, with this mod, you absolutely can. Gibbo, thank you very much indeed for finding that one on msfsaddons.com. It's called GA Mod, and you can pick it up over here for free over on flightsim.to. I'll put now a link in there. GA Mod offline. I'll put a link here in the chat for you lads. If you're interested in it, go grab it. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. So it's all happening now, isn't it? Loads of stuff. Now, for my last little bit of news, and again, this FS Addon Compare, I'll throw that into the chat again, lads. Do check out this. It's just brilliant, right? It's brilliant. Now, the last website I'm going to have a look at, because do you know the way, if you want to see what's released in the marketplace, Murph, do you mind if I link to the site and Discord on your Discord? Rock, 100%, man. Throw it in. 100%. Do you know the way you want to see, well, what's currently in the marketplace, but you haven't fired up the sim? Well, friends, there's a new website. It's not new, it's here for a while, right? Anyway, it's called msfsmarket.place. It's an unofficial website, right? Jesus, there's stuff happening. Thank you very much, Dean Barrett. You're very kind. Thank you so much, dude. Welcome aboard to the flight crew. You're very welcome. Mr. Anderson says, very happy to see some GA traffic. Yeah, 100%. Anyway, this one here, look, it's the unofficial marketplace browser. It functions as a replica to the browser, which means you can actually go in and check out this to see what's happening and what's being released, right? So for instance, if you go into, I don't know, aircraft, it should give you a rundown of what's currently in the marketplace. Now, how up to date is this? Yeah, look, there's the red wing blimp, which means you can click in on this and you can actually look at the ratings. You can see what it's compatible for, right? When it was last updated. And you can see the full description, what you'd get in the sim. In the sim, right? That's where you grab the manual, by the way, for the airship. First release. Isn't this website super handy? It means you don't have to be in the actual simulator to see what's going on in the marketplace. I think this is super handy. Super. Gibbo, you're an absolute legend. Thank you, because I need something for about 15 minutes. You're a legend, mate. Thank you. But yeah, look at this, right? So, I don't know, you want to look at the world updates or world stuff. You can search then, you can go with your scenery map. This shows you this shows everything that's in the marketplace. Don't know how they get the data. I don't know how they're doing it manually or otherwise, or they're linking to. I don't know how they're doing it. But I thought it was handy. Now, hopefully it's not breaking any terms and conditions. And again, you can't purchase anything from here. You can't buy the stuff from here. It's just giving you kind of like a snapshot of what's going on in the marketplace right now. So say, for example, you wanted to see, Jesus, is that aircraft available in the marketplace? And you get an idea of the price of it there. Do you know? And, maybe you want to see a read-up of it. Well, that's what this website does. The scenery map is very helpful. Absolutely. Look at the featured add-ons, new releases, for example. So you get the idea, yeah? It's effectively what you get in the marketplace without having to go into the sim and the marketplace. Rock, there you go, 100%. I'll put the website in here for you, right? Here's another website you want to add to your bookmarks or favorites or whatever it is. I just think it's super handy, lads, right? The unofficial marketplace browser. So you can see what's available, and the prices are all put here as well. But I use this quite a lot because, if I want to have a look to see is that aircraft out? Oh, it is. Jesus. And here's the thing, if I buy a lot of add-ons, right? And a lot of the time, when you buy an add-on in the sim and you go into the marketplace, it just says purchased. You can't actually see the price. And I'm thinking, Jesus, right? So at least now, because, oh, look, the thing is retailing at $39.99 US. Oh, okay. You know what I mean? It's super handy. And again, it's just another website. It's clean, it's polished, it's responsive, there's no issues, and it replicates exactly what's on the marketplace in the sim itself. Right? How super handy is that? I think it's super handy, right? Now, for my last little mission of today, thank you, Gibbo. I've spoken about SimAware. We all know SimAware and VatTastic and all this sort of stuff. Well, there's another one, and it's called VatGlasses.co.uk, right? Or .uk, right? So VatGlasses, well, what does it do? Well, it's monitoring Vatsim traffic. It'll show you what sectors are live, what towers are live, all the sort of jazz, right? But let's look at some of the stuff. Sectors, right? When tracking is enabled, altitude will automatically be sent to match the tracked aircraft. Okay. Top-down airport. If an airport is not listed, it's not currently receiving top-down ATC services. So Dublin, for example, there's no ATC online at Dublin. Okay. You can see aircraft, though. So here's a dude flying to Dublin. His current location. His flight plan. Right? It's just another way of seeing what's going on. And you can see his route there as well, look. So he rambled up there out of Madrid. Now, if we go into sectors as well, check this out. If we go to runway selection, right? And, okay, well, Dublin isn't online yet. But if we wanted to check Aberdeen is on, but so is Edinburgh, right? Edinburgh's on. So if we put in Echo Golf Papa Hotel, Echo Golf Papa Hotel. No runway found. Lovely. Let me see. Edinburgh information, November. So it's giving you the agent's information there just by hovering it, right? Also, Simaware has added VatGlasses sectors recently. So VatGlasses is mad useful when doing VFR, so you can sync the sectors to your current altitude. That's really handy. Really happy. So it's the unofficial official marketplace. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Anyway, VatGlasses, it's really, really handy. It's a good website, and you can see what way the runways in the airports that are currently running ATC. It hasn't updated Edinburgh just yet. What else do we have? So we have Edinburgh Ground is on, right? We have Aberdeen Tower is on. What else do we have here? So here's some sectors in here, right? So Madrid Control is on. Super, super handy website. And like anything to do with Vatsim to give you a visualization of what's actually going on. Here's a Divil in a Concorde, like Speedbird 1, right? How cool is that? So you put this along with the what you call it? Oh Jesus, VatCord. You ever hear of VatCord? VatCord is a tremendous bit of kit that's over on our Discord, and VatCord will effectively allow you VatCord will effectively allow you get updates when a controller of a certain area goes online. It's over on our Discord. Check it out. Super, super handy. But anyone on VatSim, I think this is really, really handy. You can see all the information classes on VatSim. You can see the sectors, and you can set all the sort of stuff. Your SIG can go in there. Track you gives you all the information, and it'll show you top-down information at airports, all airports that are currently up on the VatSim network. Really, really handy, right? Have I covered where to fly if people need inspiration for a flight? Yeah, we can have a look at that. Where to fly, that was another one. Where to fly. So there's another website if you're just bored. Random departure, destination, I don't know, let's go in Europe. Aircraft, Asher, we want to fly in an A320. How long do you want to spend? Give us an hour. Order by the worst weather and give me ATC coverage. There's more filters here if you want to turn on extra stuff. I want to go VF4 or IF4. I want Vatsim coverage, whatever it is. Anyway, hit search and the thing goes off and it says, hey, here's a few ideas for flights. Flying out of Gothenburg, for example. Reduced sight, low ceiling, it's foggy, and we have ATC online. Not only that, we can see the METAR, the TAF, and you can link it over to SimBrief to automatically inject the flight plan and create one. And you can check out windy.com to give you all the wind information. This is really, really handy. You know? Rambox says, confirm, can't see out my window, right? Energizer, great idea with this one as well. Where to fly. If you're bored out of your tree and you want to fly somewhere interesting with interesting weather, and you want to see, well, does it have VatSim coverage? Well, this is where you want to go as well. Yeah? So you can say, right, I just want to fly somewhere that has VatSim coverage anywhere in the world for about 2 hours. And up she'll come. Destination area, North America. Type of aircraft, Piper or Cessna, why not? And it'll suggest it. Okay, you can do an hour and a half. Heavy snow. It's not showing me VatSim is online though. Interesting. Pretty cool though, isn't it? It's pretty cool. Where to fly .today. Really handy one, right? Really, really handy website. Lads, these are on fire tonight. A massive shout out to our community managers, by the way, because I said to them earlier on, lads, it's kind of quiet in the news. Between Muse, Gibbo, and Old Veteran, they've been absolutely horsing it out. Here's other interesting news coming in. Aer Lingus, the future pilot program, well, they've started to take applications. If you're interested in flying as a career, if you want to fly with Aer Lingus, well, you can apply today because their future pilot program, it's a unique career opportunity combining classroom study and practical flight training in both aircraft and flight simulators. Throughout the course, you'll also receive regular mentoring, guidance support from the Aer Lingus Cadet Liaison Pilot. You must be the age of 18 or above, fluent in written and spoken English, that rules me out, eligible to live and work permanently in the UK, in the EU and Ireland, valid unrestricted worldwide passport, And then education, pass your leaving cert, minimum leaving cert grades, GCSE, maths, A levels, competence, next stages of the process, and so on and so forth. So if anyone's interested, if you ever wanted a career with Aer Lingus, maybe you're a school leaver or thinking about it, and if you get in, you should also do the lotto. Calum 100%. It's very hard to get in, but you don't know your luck. I think they take on like 80 people a year. I don't know. What else do we have here? On the 23rd of March as well, Delta's staff up for Vatsim, D10 Delta. Where's that? Is that Fort Worth, Old Veteran, is it? Wish I could switch from FAA to EASA license. You could, but it'll cost a lot of money, Captain Gaming. But yeah, you could. There's conversion courses they do, though. Trying to remember, was it in Maastricht they do a lot of them? Or they do them in Jerez in Spain? Jerez. They do a lot of them in Spain. So Dallas Fort Worth Approach, also known as D10, is going to be live on March 23rd from 6 p.m. Up until around 9 p.m. And it's going to be staffed on Vatsim. Old Veteran, are you going to be controlling on that day? Breaking news, Southwest Airlines is not allowing passengers to carry on drills, wrenches or screwdrivers to help with the maintenance on their Boeing fleet. Ah, Jesus. But yeah, do you know... so lads, our very own Old Veteran 965 will be controlling on Vatsim this coming Saturday. Now, is that 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. your time? Because that'll be midnight to like 3 a.m. our time. Yeah, that's pretty cool for Aer Lingus, the future pilot program, right? As I said, if you're interested with it, well, sure, apply for the crack. You never know, lads. You never know. If you want a career in aviation as a commercial operator, well, that's what you can do, right? Lads, thanks so much for all the news ads and the updates and stuff. We did well, right? So Where to Fly, great website. VatGlasses, great website. And of course, the unofficial marketplace, wonderful. And then the then Rock's one, the FS Addon Compare. Great work, brilliant effort, and just really, really helpful, I think, for the community. Do you know what I mean? So, well done to all, lads. Well done to all. Do you know what I mean? Isn't it absolutely brilliant, though? Brilliant. So we'll go over here for a minute now before we wrap up. As I said, on Friday, I'm going to be joining FS Elite and the team from FSA, FS Expo, amongst another bunch of really awesome lads, including QA Pilot, Captain Canada will be there, XP72, Blue Games, Sim Hanger. I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. But that's coming on Friday. It'll be live here on the channel. You don't need to go anywhere. I'll be there. I'll be saying hi to you. It kicks off at the later time of 2100 Zulu, not our normal 8 o'clock. It's going to be starting at 9 o'clock. That's what we're going to be doing. All right. I'm Ron Burgundy. So, yeah, busy night. We checked out the airship, never to be confused again as a blimp, right? And of course, the Navigraph update and some really interesting websites. So, well, that's kind of all we have for you this evening, lads. What are your plans for this week? Did you see the Australian cops come over to Ireland trying to recruit Irish guards to relocate to Australia? Why would you want to be a guard in Ireland? Do you know? Steve Ellis, you're very welcome aboard. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you guys are keeping well. Happy Wednesday. We just finished up with the news. And, well, I hope you guys had a great stream. You're very welcome in. We were chatting about all sorts tonight, some really handy websites. In particular, we have the FS Addon website. They're all, the links are there in the chat. Just do a bit of a scroll, you'll find them. And it's a website from Rock and Rimmer. It'll compare the prices between all the different stores of add-ons for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Super, super handy. Do you know? Bevan, thank you very much for the follow. Who's the Sand Flyer? You're very welcome in. Hey, guys. Hope you're well. We also checked out Where to Fly.today. Great website for figuring out where to go and what to do. We also checked out this unofficial marketplace. So it's MSFS Market.place. Have a look at it and see how we get on. Steve, good to see you. Hope you had a great stream, man. So so I'll be there on Friday, and I don't know what I've planned for the weekend. What's this weekend? I'll probably do a stream on Sunday, I'd say. Next week, right? We continue on with our ATC course. We have our news next Wednesday, and I should have some cool stuff to show. But on the Friday, so Friday the 29th, On Friday the 29th, that marks the start of an air show weekend that's held over in New Zealand, down at Wanaka, and it's called Warbirds over Wanaka. Now, it's not just about the warbirds, although they do feature, including they have a Spitfire, they have a flying Mosquito, they have the world's only flying Avro Anson, amongst other aircraft there. They also have modern aircraft. There was an F-35 there, I think, last year, the year before. Anyway, what we're going to be doing on Friday, well, it's a group flight. Bring along your favourite aircraft, a warbird or whatever you like. And we're going to be flying out of Nelson, up the north of the South Island, down to Christchurch and then over across to Wanaka. It's a fly-in to the virtual event. And what we're going to do when we get there, well, anyone who's interested, if you'd like to put on a bit of a display, an air display for us, well, let me know, drop me a DM, and it'd be a bit of crack to hang out for, half an hour or whatever, so you guys can test your skills and show off, flex, if you will, flying over the runway. We'll set up cameras and whatever else, and, if you want to jump onto voice ops, tell us what you're doing. It could be a solo event, you could be part of a team, whatever, more the merrier. Let me know over on Discord. There is an announcement there. PC-12 barrel roll. Captain Gaiman is going to do a PC-12 barrel roll in the nip. Not wearing a stitch, only a smile, and drinking coffee with a blindfold. But exclamation point Discord, type that into the chat. That brings you to our Discord. And just go into the announcements. You'll see where it is there now. And the wings over Wanaka, apart from like an air show and vintage stuff, they do a lot of great things. They do pilot training to fly warbirds. They have this massive restoration project. They have a great museum on site. I visited that facility a couple of years back when I was in New Zealand. It's incredible. They have an incredible collection of vintage aircraft. Really, really great. So that's the plan for next Friday. And that Friday, that weekend, the Irish clocks, well, we spring forward. So our Zulu times will be changing from 2000 Zulu, and the streams will be starting at 1900 Zulu. But I'll let you know all about that when it's all going to be happening, right? It's all going to be happening. So we'll see how we go as that happens. So, well, that's kind of it. Thank you all so very, very much indeed for joining me this Wednesday. We're back to you on Friday, as I said. And well, until then, have a wonderful week. Plenty of flying. Do be sure to catch us over on Discord. Sure, we're always laughing on Discord. But mainly having taken the Dennis Hickey out of me, do you know? But have a wonderful week, lads. And well, we're going to catch you up on... I'm so worried about the clocks going forward, I'll lose sleep over it. You literally will. Yes, 1 hour less in bed. But anyway, thank you all so very, very much indeed. Great support tonight as always. To our friends watching us on YouTube, thank you for all the likes, all the subscribes. New members joined us as well. And here on Twitch for all the gifted subs and all the follows. Guys, thank you very, very much indeed. And to the illustrious crew of legends that is Gibbo Muse and Old Veteran 965, thank you lads for all the help and support tonight, giving me stuff to talk about and not just sit here looking like a complete, and well, I kind of do, but you know what I mean. Hello, welcome to the news. There isn't much. So until next week, you take it, right? Do you know what I mean? So, right, that's the story. I'll see you now on Friday. Good luck to you. Did you see what happened to Matty Lonesome? Oh, that was brilliant. Did you see him? Matty, are you okay? Are you okay, Matty? Oh, Jesus. Oh. Don't panic. Just hope for the best, Murphy. Oh, Jesus. Don't end in a...